We have the tech paladin of Nat Disaster. We have over on this side, Common.
What's fun is at the beginning of the intros, no one heard us. Apparently, it switched the output again.
Fuck you.
I literally just fixed it as you went to me, and that's why I was making the face of like, I know what I'm
Brian,
doing.
Andrew, aka Delson, Callum, aka Aeolian, and now over there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I also was trying to fix the little bit of background noise we're getting, but for some reason it doesn't like that setting change. So
Well,
what's nice is there's probably a little blip or two of them hearing us as I was trying to fix stuff, and it just wasn't having it. So
I'll cut this out in the editing. This is now the new intro. Welcome to Net Disaster. But yes, Conlon, who are you?
I'm Colin Rose. I play Rainn in this campaign. I did fix the audio now. It now works.
Confirmed. We got production manager Casey.
No, she's asleep. That's probably why we didn't notice.
We don't want another session 25.
Oh yeah, whole session silent until. What's fun is every session that I've ever made a mistake audio-wise, you can see my face the seconds before the audio comes back because I've looked at something, been like, hey, those levels aren't moving, and then fixed it, and then just been like, I don't know what to do about this. Do I tell them?
Just like, silently panicking, like, well, I don't know if anything gets recorded.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know when this error happened. I don't know when. Because at least one, the error happened partway through. This time it was early, so we're good.
And last on our group, we have the lovable monk character, the note taker, who apparently is figuring out some lore in the background. We have Vicky.
I'm connecting the dots. The dots are there, and I'm connecting them.
Vicky is not their character.
No, I know. I think Andy may have had a realization as he was walking away and went, wait, didn't I hear something about... Too late, I'm walking this way. So I think we're gonna have to have maybe a combo with like Delson with Rainn, maybe to get down to the bottom of the dirty business my parents might be getting into.
Dirty business.
My mom?
Just what's funny is I have like an entire big book of all of the dirtiest secrets from the Galloways, and I haven't even begun to go through it. I hold power that I intend to not use for a bit because I need to rebuild my establishment before I go. Hey, by the way, on page 45 it said you sacrificed 45 kids to maintain your power. That's a problem, bud. That's a problem.
Yeah,
I'm playing Andy. I realized I didn't introduce who I was playing.
ADH, D&D, yeah.
I'm playing Andy. He's a Tabaxi monk rogue. He's trying to get, it's like he wants to be smart, but he can't quite get there. He's too fist-based.
If only you could read the Book of Intelligence.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about the Book of Intelligence. You need to read it to gain intelligence points, but if you don't have the intelligence points to read it, like...
Yeah, it's just not good. I think, realistically, after all of this, if need be, when we level up to wherever, like, maybe I'll increase his intelligence. Maybe.
What would Andy's intelligence become? Ooh, 6!
It's 5 right now.
That would be awesome. Yes, Callum.
He's okay, yeah.
What was that crossbow called that I got last time?
There's really no current name. It's a new product other than it's kind of just a, like, command word crossbow.
Was that the item that you made for that, or?
No, honestly, most custom items now, I don't have the time to go in and make them in there, so it's kind of just write it in your inventory. And I'll get stats when we use them regularly and things like that. But
Remember,
Thank you, sir.
Brian will not do anything until he needs to.
I
That's
made
fine.
so many unpublished
I'm
items.
welcome to do it myself if you guys are interested. I just
Yeah, glad you're on that DMD Beyond life now, Callum.
I'm trying my best. I fucking can't stand it, but I just got a new phone and all my notes apps are gone anyways. So
D&D Beyond, sponsor us. Well, I actually have one small announcement. I just want to put that out there for timestamps in my life. I got a new kitty.
Oh,
So we got a new kitty. This is Echo Iris, and she's a wonderful little gray tabby. And yeah, she was my Christmas gift. So I'm super happy
Cute.
about it.
that's right.
Maybe you should get one.
I already have one, but Bree got a cat.
Aw. Add more cats. I'm a 5-cat household right now.
You can't get any more, or else
Oh,
you're
wow.
crazy cat people. 5 is
feel
the
like
maximum
5 is
for normies.
already-
Not 5 is like, okay, you have a problem. Slow
5
down.
is not normie. 2 is normie.
No, 2 is normie, but
Above
5 is the peak you can have because, like, okay, slow down, and then once
feel
you
you
get
sure like your cat.
3. 3 cats is enough to be like, this is a good amount of cats.
3 cats is a lot of
Once you get
cats.
to 5? 5
told you.
is like
No, 5 is, I stated, 5, you are on the verge of becoming a crazy cat lady. It is the line.
I disagree with you.
I think the line
think,
is 6.
I think the line is crossed.
Wanna know why I think the line
Brian's
is
been a crazy
6?
cat lady for a long time.
I think that I have to set the
He's just
line at
now
6
coming in.
purely so because when Athena was still around, that was that way. I didn't tell Sam to her face, "You're a crazy cat lady." So I'm like,
Brian's been crossed.
I was like, 5. That's the cutoff.
She's
See?
just warming up.
Yeah.
She's just warming up.
I consider getting another cat leveling up, so you know.
Brian, no, that's not. This is how Brian's like, I have 70 cats now. See, I'm level 70. I'm like, or you've lost it.
I'm a level 5 cat dad.
Or you're fucking crazy, bud.
That's something I've never debated.
Not a mutually exclusive.
Awesome. But is there anything else anybody would like to share before we get into the session?
I'm sick, so I might not talk very much,
Uh,
but I'm gonna do my best.
Also, climate change is real.
True.
Are we doing things like that? Oh man, there's like a million things. I spend my entire time on
No.
I spend my entire time doing advocacy on Twitter. That's all my free time.
This becomes a just 3-hour disaster cast instead of
Nah, okay. There's only one last one. Donate to fix ambulances in both the Gaza Strip and Ukraine. Boom. Those are simple.
Oh, yeah.
Can't be bad doing those at all. It's literally impossible. You're donating for it. You're donating ambulances. It's literally impossible to be bad to do that. Cool.
Donate
All right.
$2.25 to Wikipedia to keep it free from ads. I do
$5
that.
a year, babe, because I spend so much time reading on that goddamn website. They deserve my $5.
Wikipedia is a godsend. All right, but
I don't want my
with
stats.
that, let's let tonight's disaster unfold. Previously on Nat Disaster Heist, you guys had made it over to Andy's parents' house, or Andy's house, Andy's parents' shop, and Andy climbing into the broken open top portion where his room is to get into the house, descended
You can't
down
break
with.
into your own house.
Yeah, I was like breaking in, but he didn't break in. He just climbed in the gaping hole that is his room, and then walked downstairs with his mother to basically reconvene after the night's events, see how parents have done in the chaos that is unfolded. It's been clear that they have been defending the shop from looters because weapon shops are where people go when apocalypses happen. So, Rainn and Delson knocking on the front door and breaking through the boards that they hammered onto the door. Testament to Rainn's strength there.
You should have said the boards that they boarded and just moved on and just let it happen.
The boards that they boarded. And then you guys quickly just got together about how things been going on. Notice that they have propped up mounted crossbows on the counter, aiming at the doors and the windows. Curious about them, you guys inquired about them and found out it's a new product based off of a collaboration they have with Cantrip Creations. I was right, bitches. I got it right last time. So
that's actually what I was looking for when I found it.
That wasn't like the argument we had. We just didn't know the answer either.
Last session, if you guys watch it, I was so conflicted. I was like, it sounds right, but it also sounds wrong, and I couldn't find it in my notes. I was right.
Sorry that you suck at being you.
My world is so expansive at this point. It was easy when it was like small, but it's been expanding. So,
and no, it's funny, Brian. This is just Zista City. There's more than one continent on this planet. You wrote that.
Good luck.
I need to get
you wrote that.
You're letting Aeolian leave the city, Brian. You're letting Aeolian experience the rest of the world, and thereby affecting it.
Except we're coming right back to the city.
Hey.
He's like, whoa. Hey, guys, can we not go?
Think so.
Did you guys miss it?
Oh, no. Knock and Bracken are going to the city, hell or high water. I have sworn my allegiance to make sure that she will be there.
I gotta follow you around.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you're in charge.
Not even you're in charge, but like I swore to protect you and follow you.
I know, I'm being a dick. That's all.
So wherever you go, I go. No, it's cool. It's gonna be weird.
After purchasing a mounted crossbow on there, I believe both Aeolian and Rainn purchased one. I believe Rainn
I purchased more than one. I reserved.
You put them on layaway, I think.
No, I put down a deposit so they can begin working on them.
Yes, as well as Rainn ended up finding a adamantine short sword, which she also put on layaway for the time period.
I'm sorry, I don't have access to my hordes of cash.
You're not carrying 5,000 gold pieces around?
I'm not carrying 500,000 gold pieces I can go get in a vault that I don't have access to currently, but I will get it later.
Delson also finding some poison arrows on the rack.
That is correct.
Not sure if it's the same type of poison or different ones than the ones he already has, but he yoinked into his quiver. Questioning Andy's parents, but them passing it off as we have no way to basically test out these things. Sometimes things appear on the racks, and please take it off our hands. We can't get caught with things like that with the deal with the guard.
We're a totally legitimate business. We don't do anything illegal at all. Never. Every business in the entire city of Zista.
Paying under the table, avoiding taxes? What?
I think it's gonna be Rainn's biggest.
Can't even support that at least.
It's gonna be Rainn's biggest struggle of transitioning to be like a public image figure. Is going from I was a criminal who's like had deals went you get half price to nah you probably full price and taxes.
But as some time passed on, Rainn realized she needs to meet up with General Eldrick soon. Getting a message from General Eldrick on how to find his abode that's hidden around in this area. Her and Delson left, Delson going up into the rooftops to keep a vantage point on Rainn. Before Rainn found the hidden flower you sniff in order to gain sight of the door to General Eldrick's house. And walking to Delson's eye, through a wall, and out of sight. As this happened, Andy went into the room with with his father, who got injured in the night, had a wound, giving a greater healing potion to try to heal him up. Him showing a little side of the guard can't see, there's no harm in it. And Andy
Don't ask where I got it, kind of thing.
and Andy really just tried to open up to his father on trying to gain some insight onto whether there was any shady deals or anything like that with the monastery or anything else going on with the entryway to the Underzista right behind the house, which he apparently did not know of, but we'll be putting up some protections. Before saying their goodbyes for now, as Andy and Aeolian headed out towards the Karma Plenty Monastery. While this was happening, Rainn was in the meeting with General Eldrick, learning things of her past, what happened the night of her parents' death, how things got seriously screwed up to get Rainn lost, at least in the eyes of the guard. The official reported as to what happens, what's officially known. Learning a little bit about where General Eldrick is at. Hi, Mia. You always come when I'm playing D&D. What's up?
He's actually coming to kill you, Brian. It's finally going to happen.
You adopted another kitty. There can be only me.
That can only be me. Just claws your neck open, leaves.
On stream. But yeah, basically gaining some insight into things, into her past, like there's probably a deed to the house and the island that her parents had. That there is a statue of Rainn in the city, to a memorial to her as the city's lost child. Rainn sharing some future ambitions, letting the general know there will be some discussions in the future, and also sharing that about Delson's suspicions with his father on how Delson may have hard evidence as to his crimes, and discussing what that looks like moving forward now that the family has descended. All right,
Yeah.
Mia, I love you. You're stepping on the keyboard now. I love you.
He never came back.
Cat also in the
You guys just hear.
Yeah, he's here. And then just gone. Thud. Cat scurries away, and we're like, what happened? Where's Brian?
Hey.
Brian?
Brian.
Me.
Yeah. Brian have worked on my guy. He's just sleeping.
Oh, there's another one. All right.
But yeah, after that, heading out as General Eldrick realized, oh, I can't stay inside any longer. He took the morning as he deserved it, but he needs to get to work to set the city into some state of stability after last night. And
Good
Rainn
luck.
heading out, parting ways, taking both of her cups of tea that she brought to his house, and going to return the money back to Andy's parents. Delson, seeing Rainn appear as soon as that happens, noticed a mugging situation happening below him. And while duplicating himself with his echo and intimidating them with the arrow, saved some pedestrians in the city of Zista. Thanking him, he shot an arrow at Andy's parents' shop to out of the scene, and somehow stealthily did it to plop right down in front of Rainn, who said, "You know that's how you get arrested." And
I am not called. I am not called the Shadow for nothing.
That is where
Yeah, but
we
you've
ended.
almost got in trouble multiple times recently.
And that is where we ended last.
I was also just discussing that you want to murder your father. So in my head, I'm like, this is not the time, bud. Suspicious actions, man.
But that is where we ended the last month of 2023 in the Nat Disaster season. And yeah, Conlin and Andrew, Delson,
What's
and
up?
Rain. We will start with you guys.
Where the
You
fuck
guys are
were we?
currently in front of the Sharpened Touch, the shop where Andy's parents own
Yeah,
and
I
sell
know
weapons.
what the name of it is. Yes. Am I still
can see
holding
the
the
door.
mugs I must bring to return?
You're still on the mugs. Delson just plopped down down next to you, coming off from where he shot in the house, and you can still see the door like to the shop closed, but it's kind of like doing that like flap in the wind a little bit because you kind of broke it off the hinges a little bit.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I paid them.
Did we say that Andy's dad's mug was #1 cat dad or something like that?
#1 cat dad.
We did.
and Andy's the one who bought
Oh
the
wait,
mug.
no. It was world's best cat or something. I think it was world's best cat or something like that or something because we made the joke about how Elderic's brother is a tabaxi, Broderick, and Coblin was like, "Oh, so he's seen the mug before."
Yeah, it might have been world's best cat. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's one of those
What?
things where you hand the mug to the person who's like, I know someone who owns this mug. What? There's two people?
Rain and Delson, the floor is yours.
Okay, we're first gonna go return the mugs like polite people. Because I already broke the door, so
Okay. You walk into the shop.
I will knock first so they're aware I'm instead of just opening the door. Since I know they're a little edgy.
You can hear Andy's mother. Shopper, looter.
Mugs?
Chopper.
And she's holding the crossbow up. Roll a persuasion check.
Do you like mugs? Mugs? 14 plus whatever. I think it's 15. 15. I'm literally just holding mugs.
Shopper or looter? Mugger.
Mugs? Well,
Mugs?
it is in Rainn's very distinctive voice, so I'm hoping for the best. That was a 15 though.
She says, "Come in." And you open
Yeah,
the
we're
door. She does kind of have a crossbow aimed at the door, but as soon as she sees you, puts it down. Well, it seems that we're not open for business, I guess,
Yeah.
yet. No customers.
Uh,
Are you just returning those?
Yeah, it's polite. Also, I already broke the door, so I already feel bad.
Fine, there's plenty of repairs that we're gonna have to get moving on soon. Thank you for returning these, and just want to ask, while Andy's not here, are you two?
No. No,
Oh,
no,
me
no,
and
no,
Andy
no,
are
no,
not
no, no.
dating. No. And no, I'm not dating that one. He's my cousin. That'd be fucked up.
Okay. Andy's been gone, not coming by as often in the past couple of days, and I know he's been hanging out with you, so I didn't
We've
know
just
if
been
you guys
hanging
were
out.
getting back together or okay.
No, we're working great as friends. It's actually quite nice to have a close friend again that I can trust. But we're good in terms of that, because yeah, I know it's probably a weird time post me disappearing because he died and that whole deal.
Yeah, I think a lot got messy back then. Andy did try to find you after he came back.
I thought he abandoned me, so I didn't get better.
Sorry that happened. I liked you two together, but I'm glad you guys are friends.
Thanks. This has now become extra awkward. Like, oh man, what happened to her?
And there's that awkward silence now after that conversation.
Where did Andrish head? Was he heading to the monastery?
Yes. Andy headed out. Probably, I'd say like maybe 5 to 10 minutes ago.
Should we go after him?
We can head him off.
Okay.
Let's make it there before him and screw with him.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Well, hey, when you see Andy, just make sure he stops by home more often. Especially with the state of how the city's in, I definitely worry about him.
I will definitely mention it to him.
Well, yes, we will.
Thank you.
We will let him know.
As we walk out,
Hey.
where's the nearest transfer station?
Little bitch.
I'm literally just sitting on the fucking steps of the monastery, just like, yo, what's up?
I think I'm going Aeolian speed, I think I said. Or I might have picked up Aeolian and gone by speed.
Yeah, you are running, so I do you have a chance.
Yeah.
But I intend to run once I get out of between the transfer stations.
Roll a history check, both of you, just to make sure you know the quick travel. Like,
I think
under
we
just
used
a portal in
the
here.
one over here recently.
Possibly, but
It's been 49
guys,
sessions. Who fucking knows at this point? History check's a totally fair thing to do to us. Mine's gonna be an unnatural 20.
Delson?
You said history, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I was waiting for Andrew to be like, "Oh fuck, dice."
12.
12.
It's because he's eating.
Both.
He's allowed to eat.
This one, Rainn, you immediately know what it is. Delson, you were unsure, but once you kind of started seeing the landmarks, like the certain things, oh yes, it's around here. And yeah, it's only about like I'd say 7-minute normal walk from Andy's.
Cool, let's not normally walk. Let's walk a little fast.
Okay.
Not like
So you got
sprinting where like we look suspicious as hell, but like definitely walking with absolute purpose.
and
That's
We're
speed.
like Mhm.
Like you're in an airport,
Okay.
you know, the airport speed. I need to get to my gate.
fuck, my flight's gonna go.
If I start running, TSA will tackle me, but if I move fast enough, I might make it.
Okay. And we'll pause there just to see where Andy and Aeolian end up traveling. So Andy and Aeolian, 10 minutes in the past.
Yeah.
You head out of the sharpened touch, and just the city is yours. You're heading to the monastery.
I guess Andy's first question would just be, you want to ride?
Fuck,
He's
man,
good
do I? Like, are we in a
And-
rush?
And Dreesh is great at piggybacks.
You're not-
So I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question because I don't know why are we going to the monastery? Do you need my help?
You decided to just come along with me. We're going to speak with Carson, see if he figured anything out, and check in just to make sure no other bad shit went down. And also talk about what Normal was talking about also.
Also, double check your criminal
Because
alibi with your
this is
master.
a walk and talk.
I thought
But
so.
yeah, we were
I
talking about Normal asked if I wanted to come with her, but I wanted to buy Carson first. I'm also kind of weirded out that she asked me, but also it's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Pizza later.
I think. Did you say that in character? Is that
Yeah.
okay? I think you should probably go with her. I'm okay. So we're going to the monastery. I don't think I want to be carried.
Okay.
I would hold your hand though if you're interested.
Sure.
But like,
The
I
gay,
feel like there's kind of
gay
a
cat
weight
man
to
is
this
always
moment.
interested to hold hands.
I feel so melancholy about being here right now. Also, how are we communicating?
I mean, I'm.
I know I
just
can do
talking to
mimicry.
you.
Can I just like assume that
it's up
we're
to you. If the only way you can communicate with Andy still is through mimicry, because you can speak Celestial and Aquan, and Andy does not speak either of those.
Yeah, no, I don't. I've got
But
undercommon.
you have a vast vocabulary in mimicry at this point.
okay? Well, then I'll be just mimicking.
Yeah.
We've
Okay.
all gotten used to
So
the
I-
slightly schizo-sounding conversations we have with you.
But stitch together words and phrases.
Yeah,
from
it's
different
fine,
people.
and it's actually kind of funny and
Yeah.
cute.
I think there's just a weight to this time. Like, I need to see what happened here
Okay.
because of what we did.
I am worried about you going off on your own. I'm just gonna say.
I don't really want to go off on my own, to be honest. Not right now. I'm like low-key pretty fucking worried.
I mean, I feel like from what we've heard, the dragon left, correct?
Yes.
The
Well,
dragon fucked off.
well, from Rainn got it from General Eldrick that he has left. You guys have heard a general
Okay.
consensus from hearing people in the streets as you're walking that it seems as if that is over with, but no official confirmation.
You know how like
So, I
humans have a
mean,
keen understanding of, oh, the danger is away? You got that.
It seems like
Like just
I mean,
after a
things are
hurricane.
still shit, but I think
I don't
things
mean
calmed down
necessarily
late
just
last night.
I don't mean just necessarily the dragon either.
Storm?
I accidentally fucked this place up really, really badly. And I have this new purpose, and I need to go find these people and help them. And I'm just really ashamed that I have to leave before I can fix what I did. And I just don't think I want to be alone during this. I'm scared to meet these new people. Like, I'm pretty sure you're the only one who likes me. Maybe Paul.
True. No. Everybody likes you.
Rainn asked to save your soul.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a like there.
No, there's I see you as a very competent
There's
person.
like
Someone
love.
I see, yeah, that's fair. I care though.
It's like a family member that you're like, oh man, I really hope you stop doing meth.
Yeah.
Like, please stop doing
meth.
You haven't hurt me directly yet, but dear God, everything I see you do.
That is the funniest and most accurate way of how Rainn was acting.
That's and I just but like that's really what it comes down to is I feel ashamed of what happened. And I wish I could stay and fix it, but I know I need to leave so that I can fix it.
I mean,
And I'm just worried about what's going to happen when I leave.
We're still gonna be here. We have people who are working towards fixing it. Not just us. The whole city is trying to fix it. I know that you are responsible for a good portion of what happened, but also the ever-raging storm was manipulating you. You're not responsible for somebody taking advantage of you.
I don't know that that's particularly true. At least not in this instance. I think
if it wasn't you, he would have found somebody else to do it. I'm sure he was probably working with multiple other people trying to get the same thing done. You were just a target. And it's okay to feel guilty. It's okay to want to fix things. But I don't think you have time for shame.
oof. That gets a hand squeeze. Goodness gracious.
I love Andy Aeolian moments. You guys have great role play conversations. Continue. This is great.
I feel like
No, that's like exactly what Aeolian needs to hear right now. Like
the best thing that we can do is to keep going. Do whatever the most righteous person in our life is telling us to do. Do the next right thing. I know that you've gone through a lot the past few days. We all have. The whole damn city has. I think this is just kind of what being an adventurer is like. I mean, I don't know anybody other than us that has done so much in so little time. I mean, it feels like time has been stretching with how much we've been doing. We've made a lot of changes to this city.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah, it is.
Are
There's
you
gotta be more.
planning on leaving at any point?
I'm not
Other than
technically
with-
supposed to, but it's also like, you know, the person who I'm bound to is like corrupted, so I don't know.
I think once my task is done and I can come back, I think I'd like to go somewhere with you.
Sounds really nice.
Make it my home.
You haven't really talked much about it.
It's a faraway place.
Is it pretty?
Beautiful beaches. Beautiful.
I
There's a
think.
volcano.
Drunk on the beach.
Holy shit! What?
Fucking basically. That's why I became a pirate, so I could leave. Now all I want to do is go home. There's nothing even there for me.
I think.
Oh, I just know I know the people of Zista don't want me here anymore. And I need to find a new place.
I don't think there's been a vote or anything.
I'm technically a wanted criminal still. Is that not?
Aren't all of us?
Yo!
To varying degrees. To varying degrees. I think I may be a little more in line with like the Shadow.
You have 3 different Kenku aliases that are wanted for different crimes.
I mean,
I'm just lucky that most people don't know about half my crimes, or I would be in much
That's what I'm saying.
bigger
Is like
shit.
I have been very out in the open.
Yeah, you've been very publicly
if I stay-
criming.
Yeah, I'm very public about my criming.
My criming's
I want
very
to change that though. So Brian, I wanted to talk to you about that a little bit. I'd like to change my look a bit.
Okay.
And I think I'm in a unique position too because if I remember correctly, one of my invocations is Mask of Many Faces. That's what it is.
Dairy Queen sponsor us.
Shit.
Dairy Queen's not going to sponsor us. Dairy Queen is struggling to run their own fucking shit. They ain't going to sponsor us. Pay your employees. Dairy Queen, pay your employees.
Is this just gonna turn into a Dairy Queen rant?
No.
No,
Maybe.
I'm good.
Sorry.
I'm good. I'm all
So
good.
I
I got my digs.
I have this new breastplate, and I'm wearing these fine clothes that we bought for the gala. But like, one of the sleeves is completely burnt the fuck off.
Yep.
Oh, I
I'm
think
about to
you
go.
said that when we got back from the gala, Zolo mended all of everybody's clothes as much as possible.
Okay, so I've got but I got a sleeveless jacket, basically.
Are you wearing the same clothes you had yesterday? Because Rainn in last episode basically was like, I need to send my dry cleaning out for the dresses and stuff like that. And you guys were like, any additional clothes we can send to
Yeah,
the seamstress?
so that might be a pause to think, what do you actually look like and what did you send to the tailor for repairs and dry cleaning?
I threw all of the clothes away that I was wearing when I was in the dragon's stomach and all that. I gotta go for a second, guys. The baby just woke up. I'll be right back.
That is okay.
I look away, though. I'll tell you when I'm.
Cool.
We
We
just continue walking. I think we would probably go at Aeolian's speed because he doesn't really want to be carried right now. I don't think there's any like like carts around at the moment, considering the fact that it's flooded everywhere.
there are, but very few. They seem to be mainly just personal carriages. You're gonna see like crests and different markings on the occasional carriage that goes through the river in the center of the road.
Are there like, you know how in certain cities there's like rent bicycles? Are there like rent horses for like a little bit and you just drop them off at another place? Like Uber?
Unfortunately, no. They don't have
Like
Uber
horse
horses yet.
Uber?
Yeah, that, and also like overall horses are pretty limited within the city. That was something that Brian
Yeah.
mentioned early
Sounds
on,
so fun, though.
because Brian said that when we were going to come with the cart, that we had to check it in and we couldn't use it in the city.
Okay.
They try
Unless you
and
register
In
it and
that
pay
case-
fees and stuff.
yeah, they try and
In that
minimize.
case, I think
It's
we're
a
just
fucking
moving
tight
at
ass
a-
city, man. They don't want people galloping.
Andy is a little anxious to get there, so I would say we'd also be moving kind of quickly, but relative to Aeolian's speed, not relative to Andy's speed.
Yeah. So it's roughly
Are you also airport walking?
I think, yeah, because he really wants to see Carson and wants to know what's going on. He doesn't know there's a race, otherwise he would be going faster.
cool.
I'm sorry. I don't.
No,
I have
he
no
doesn't
sense of
know there's a
urgency at the
race.
moment.
No, it's
No,
fine.
neither of
I'm
our
doing
characters
this
know there's
purely
a
to
race on.
screw with fucking.
That's fine. Drag out the day, guys.
One more session. Then it's an even number. Then it's 50.
Do you guys mind if I finish describing?
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, of course.
So he's got that breastplate, the brass breastplate, right? That I got
Yeah.
from the Astral Sea.
Mhm.
I was thinking like white and gold trimmed shit,
Dope. Okay.
and then like the silver and like whatever metal gauntlet that Gaunty is.
Nice.
And probably a glove over my burnt ass hand.
Could we say that Andy also got changed at his parents' house? Like
Sure.
grabbed some clothes and whatnot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have a
Andy's
random
also
spare
different
glove
glove.
that Aeolian could have, or Aeolian, would you try to buy one somewhere?
I mean, all of my gloves would be too big for him if I had gloves.
Not necessarily.
Pause.
Do you have clubs from when you were an elf?
Honestly, I think Andy probably got rid of all of his clothes from before. Because
Especially
they don't
living a monk life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
fit him. They don't really fit his style anymore. It's not really his
Honestly,
vibe.
he probably just has his hand exposed. He doesn't have anything to wear, and it wouldn't
could,
make sense to go try to buy something.
I could wrap it. I'm sure Andy has like bandages because of the fact that he gets scraped
Yo.
up as a fucking monk. Yeah,
Callum, you
like
could
hand
Rock Lee
bandages.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
You could just Rock Lee your scarred arm. I love it.
Yeah, so I'll do a good.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
I can disguise myself.
true, but also it could be
I
helpful.
can just make my arm look like.
To have, like it could be good for your wound to have something on it. Like,
Yeah, I feel
generally.
that. Okay, definitely. Yeah.
So, like after you point it out, I think Andy would be like, "Oh, okay, shit, yeah." Just grabbed some supplies that he grabbed from his house. Wrap up your hand real well.
Roll a medicine check.
Breaks it worse.
Yeah, snaps
Yeah,
your fingers.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You can't wrap it.
Why?
Because I've got Blinky, and he's attached to my finger, and if you wrap it, I won't.
Just that finger. I would leave that exposed. I'm just gonna wrap up the injury.
Okay.
Oh shit! That's a total of 6.
The bandages are on there.
Yeah,
We'll see if they stay.
not really doing much. Yeah. They're
Eileen,
sick.
Eileen, you've seen wounds wrapped better. You appreciate the effort, but you know that you'll probably be able to do it a little better
It's
later
my
if you
first
want it.
time wrapping a kanku. I'm sorry.
You're a
It's all
bird
right.
person. I'm a cat person. We're different
Listen.
shapes.
Fur. It's yeah. I'm not used to feathers.
I'm picturing more like, you know, when you do like the knuckle duster, so your like knuckles stay in place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something more like that than medicinal. So it was probably like, yeah, this is how we do it when we're in monastery.
Pretty much, right? Is
Keep your shit in line.
yeah.
You ready to
It's more
punch some
support
shit?
than- It's more support physically than like medicinal, probably. Like
I'm into
it
it.
would be really good if you had carpal tunnel, but you don't have carpal tunnel,
As far as we know.
as far as we know.
Is that going to be
I
a
feel like
status
Rainn would be
effect
the
that's
most
going to
likely to
happen?
have carpal tunnel.
As we play D&D and get older, we start having like things like carpal tunnel as status effects on our characters.
Bum me, you know? Yeah. I mean, that's a good way to like characterize a low con stat or something.
Yeah, Common, your character drops things randomly.
No, Bracket drops things. Already canon. Remember, that's how he entered the meeting?
True.
So how
That's
far
our-
away from the monastery are we?
So
We're
at
kind
Eileen's
far.
Pace, moving fast, not a sprint, but a fast pace through. You're not walking through the river portion of the road, but you're on the sidewalk that has like splishy splashies as you're stepping
Right.
from there.
Yeah.
It'd probably be towards 45 minutes to 50 minutes.
Yeah, I would say we would probably be using 1 dash, not 2 dashes, if that makes sense. Moving at a quick pace, but not just because Andy's kind of anxious.
Yeah, it's fucking raining too, is it not?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is. Your pace.
Yeah,
Gets
so
kinda
like let's get out of the
natural
rain.
quicker.
Yeah, I'll be I can dash. That's fine. We'll be dashing.
I mean, we can talk as we're doing this.
I do. Yes, exactly. And I want to keep talking, but I also want to keep my eyes out for like random acts of kindness I can kind of do.
I imagine it's one of those things
things.
where you're kind of running between like places where you can stand in the rain. You run a little fast for
Yeah.
a second, then someone has a thought, so you pause and you talk for a little bit, walking slowly, and then you speed
Kind of like
back up.
how you walk in the rain when you're smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Sometimes
So,
you go fast, sometimes you
yeah.
slow down.
Exactly.
Andy, would you help Eileen in moments that he goes to help other people?
Oh, I mean, if Andy saw somebody in danger or anything like that, Andy would definitely help.
Not necessarily danger, but like
Or
structure things in the city. Both you guys roll charisma checks.
Sure. If there was
I can do
something
that.
somebody else wants to help.
Fire trucks drifting.
No, I asked you to not make noise.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
It's a 14 for Andy.
I got a natural 5. I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Yeah, so not
Not used to it yet.
So
I'm a good guy. Fuck you though.
on the walk over to the monastery, there are several situations where you see where it's not necessarily somebody in danger, but somebody struggling with a new sense of the city. There are vendors who have, just little shops on the side of the road where their sign has been knocked down and all their inventory has been thrown out, like their baskets, and you can see them struggling to put things together. Eileen, you approach them, and at first, just at your visage, they're kind of like almost like skittish because all the crazy elemental monstrous things that they've seen, seeing this Kenku with a gauntlet on their arm from there.
Yeah,
all in
you're a
different
goofy
colors.
character.
They're a
I
little
am.
bit- But Andy comes along and almost kind of like vouches for
Fire
you, and
trucks
they say,
drifting
"Hey,
population.
we want to help." You have situations like that you see throughout the city. Some people who have carts that the wheel has broken off of, and things, things like that you assist with. Couple things, Eileen, you find a struggle finding your way in to the citizens to offer help, but having your friend there with you helps bridge that gap and gets people to accept the help that you're offering.
Excellent.
And that probably
An
prolongs
hour.
it a little bit to an hour instead of 45 minutes
Fair
from
enough.
there, from the
Yeah.
times that you stop. But you guys
Yeah.
make your way to the monastery.
Absolutely.
Rainn and Delson, you guys go through the fast travel, applying magic to the wall, telling where you want to go, going down, giving your names, your opinion of the queen, all the regular riffraff from everything.
Real quick, it's like, come on.
We're moving fast. This is called fast travel for a reason.
I literally flick him 2 platinums so that way he hurry this up, boy.
And you guys go out and right back in, teleporting to the closest one to the monastery. Closest one to the monastery is about 5 minutes from the monastery. So you guys come out.
Yep.
Walk through some alleyways coming out to the street of where you guys can see not too far on the left where you come out the pillars of the front of the monastery. You can see on the exterior, doesn't seem too different from what you guys have noticed before with the exterior of the monastery. You can see there is a slow level of water just going down the staircase out from the monastery and joining the rest of the river in the middle of the road. But yeah, you are in nature's direction. You're at the steps of the monastery now. What do you guys do?
Is there like, so is this like how some churches and other like religious buildings have space in front of them where people who aren't members are allowed to congregate, as well as members come out to talk? Is there like a welcome area quote that's like separate from the opening gates, from being inside of the building?
Not really beyond the first level of the pillars. Like there's these steps, then there's the pillars, and then there's maybe a 10-foot space before the doors that go into the monastery. So if you wanted to have a place to shield yourself from the rain, you definitely could. But not really like a welcome area into the
Oh, yeah.
monastery.
I was just curious because you know how some places have, you know, a little like marble sculpture thing that has chairs and whatnot. So then we'll just make it into that little hallway area that's covered from the rain.
Anything you do while you're waiting? Anything you guys talk about?
Well, I am going to write down all the things me and Broderick talked about in my little journal, as well as if I have time, depending how long they take, because that should only take less than the amount of time the conversation took. So after that, I will take my first peering into the Galloway book.
Okay. Real quick, just want to ask Delson, is there anything you're doing while Rain is writing down notes? Anything you want to do? Anything you want to ask Rain?
I'd be very curious as to what you find in that book of yours.
I am too, but unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to use much of it just yet.
Well, as far as taking down the city's elite will be, it's be wise to play the long game.
Very long, likely. We might even have to ignore this problem for a little while, at least parts of it.
I think you're right. There are more pressing concerns as far as the safety of the city goes.
Yeah, the world might die. Kind of not worth setting up big plans if it all ends.
Yeah. There's much to be done.
That's just an understatement.
which are you looking through? Where did you acquire this? Just so I know exactly which one you're looking through.
So this is specifically that notebook that was in the desk at the Eye of All.
Gotcha.
This
Okay.
is I think I've flipped through it a little bit before, but not like read it. It's one of those things just like glancing to see if there's useful information. So this is that notebook that is like has the Galloways has contact information for some of the people they work with, has some notes about the work they're doing in the Eye of All, it has all kinds of like random crap in it. This is not the stack of notes which I also stole. The notes are at my apartment because I didn't want to carry loose leaf paper with me.
Yeah, that's understandable.
This hasn't invented binders yet.
I'm sure that you could sew it. You could. I guarantee Rainn has. I know, but I guarantee Rainn has multiple like really sketchy. Like you pick up, like, is this gonna like fall apart? Of just notes sewn in, so that way she doesn't look like a crazy person.
Right.
See, I made it into a book. I'm not crazy. I think that makes you more crazy.
Crazy.
What you are able to glean in the time sifting through logs of registered names and things like that is a couple names of individuals who have acquired access to the Eye of All before. You do see both of Nelson's parents. You do see Duke Syleon Westerol, which is Syleon Westerol, and his wife Kyliana. You can see Baron Ferrothorn Lundrezel and his wife Belle. You can see the Baroness Felony. You can see the fashion family of Elegant. You can see Malik Millennium of the Metal Makings Company. You can see the Segonathar parents, the ones who started the Sego Company. And you can see Baron Dallin of the Border District, and Dai Hanada and his whole family, including the Savander family as well too.
Surprise there.
And as well,
least surprising news ever.
So that's what you are able to glean before Andy and Eileen. You can see the monastery appearing in the distance ahead of you. Rainn and I'm assuming Delson, if you're not reading it with Rainn, are you just keeping it a passive eye out around you guys?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see Andy and Eileen coming up the path way before Rainn, or they can even see you guys.
Okay. I'll nudge Rainn when I see them. Seems our friends have arrived.
I am going to stand
Yeah,
up
we
and
know.
flick several pages showing the several sign-ins of his parents and Dai Hanada.
Delton will just long sigh. Just
They made bad deals.
I can't say I can't say I am surprised.
No mention of Delson's sister.
I didn't think so. There's no mention of Delson.
We-
they didn't try and drag him there. So
Also, Brian, question.
Yes.
I don't. My memory's a little foggy, but what exactly was the evidence I found against my father?
So as far as I know, you don't have any hard evidence other than you've seen some files
Okay.
of businesses that have burned, and your father has acquired those deeds, and then you have the knowledge of that person who set the fire and murdered the family with the dagger with your family crest on it. So you don't have any damning evidence, but you have things that could connect if more gets added to it.
Yeah, you're a thorough investigation away from figuring it out.
This notebook will be useful.
Probably, but what they're doing is not criminal. It's just sketchy. Like, people go, you're not supposed to, not you're going to jail. Especially how powerful these people are. So
It's almost like secret society.
like, I have more notes back at the house of what they did. I kind of didn't read through it. I kind of just saw it was useful, scooped it up, shoved it in my bag, and ran, and then lit the building on fire. So I haven't really looked through those yet.
As you do.
As you do.
You have so many things you haven't read. You have the notepad from oh my god, Peach, about everything that she wrote down and everything. You've so much that you have just taken and be like, I'll read it later.
I've had no time. I was being attacked by a dragon yesterday.
We should connect with Misfortune too.
Yeah, I have lots of questions for her. I don't have time today.
I mean, we might have time today.
Well, she might just find me, knowing her.
Fair enough. She probably doesn't give a shit about me.
Nah, she'll just find me. She'll be like, I must talk to you. For all I know, she's been standing on top of the goddamn memorial of the child this entire time, waiting because she knew I need to meet someone there.
As we were walking, I was also thinking about meeting up with Cairo. I've got that date later tonight. He might be
if he
dead.
survived.
Who knows?
At the same time, if he's dead, he might be dead if he survived.
That'd be really sad. That's what that person's sister needs more of, is trauma.
I mean, it's not my fault that he's dead if he's dead.
No, this is
technically. I guess technically it's kind of my fault, actually.
Actually, it's you're the most directly at fault for the dragon part.
Derek.
You caused the dragon. Aeolian can be yelled at for the elementals. You're the dragon. This is not actual conversation we had, because that'd be so mean. Rainn would never be that mean.
So,
no, it's not right.
And you, Aeolian, start walking up the steps to the monastery, and you can see both Rainn and Delson underneath the pillars under cover from the rain.
Hello.
You actually see me pointing at the book as I put it away.
Before we walk up the stairs, Andy, you're going in to talk to Kasim?
Yeah, and hopefully Janora too. I feel like
I think I may stay out here.
Okay. Why?
I'm gonna head towards the Rothschild Monument place. Go see what I can do to lend aid to the people.
Okay. Just don't die again.
You say that every time he goes off on his own.
Just don't die. He's
when
like,
you, when you say that, I'm going to hug you very tightly.
I'll get down on one knee and give you a real hug.
I'm going to remind you that Rainn has the other end of Dianada's personal cash.
Oh shit.
And that I'm just a word away.
Alright. I ruffle your feathers and let you head out.
So does Gaunty or the ring have any issues with touching Andy? Does this cause problems?
It's a hug.
I know.
Fucker.
But this has happened before. Also, I just want comedy.
To roll things.
I need to roll things. Because remember the one time he got stuck? He's like, sorry, give me a second. I'm sorry. I apologize.
As you hug, your first initial release, you see some resistance from Gaunty, but you try again and then pops off, and you almost feel like he recognized a little bit, like, this is
not that one.
This is where he's starting to learn. Your relationship with this gauntlet of one day is starting to develop, you know?
Excellent.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just close my eyes for a moment and focus. Do I feel Carson anywhere?
How long are you waiting?
I wait a good 10 minutes.
Wait, are you doing this in front of the steps as we can see you?
Yep.
And he just gets down, just starts closes his eyes and starts focusing. And Rainn and Delson are just kind of just like,
Where the fuck is he going? Wait.
I'm
See,
gonna start heading towards.
Yeah, you're just gonna start going. I'm like, wait, where the fuck's he going? What's happening?
He doesn't say goodbye to Delson or Rainn, just goodbye, Andy, and walks.
Wait, am I not gonna see Delson again? Wait. Does that occur to me?
Oh, you
No.
guys walked up the steps to the monastery. Delson and Rainn were right there.
We can see you,
Oh,
but I don't know if you
okay,
necessarily
I'm gonna
saw
walk over to
us.
them. So I wanted to say my goodbye to Andy separately, but like I didn't know that was the last time I was gonna see Delson. If
Okay,
that
so-
is, I'm
so
going to
if-
obviously say goodbye to him. Like,
So if that's what you want, hey, before you guys walked up the steps to Rainn and Delson,
Yeah.
once you get to the bottom of the steps, you can see them there, so you can see them. You can have that private conversation with Andy there in the hug, but you do see Rainn and Delson.
I was gonna hope we could go for the much funnier version of he begins walking away. I go, where the fuck is he going? And he's like, oh, they're here.
He didn't realize that, so I just wanted to make sure. Hey, so this is what happens. So you
Yes.
do see them up there. You can do what you want.
Sounds good.
okay. I feel weird if Andy's gonna stay there and meditate. I think I'm gonna stay there and like gesture them down.
Oh, just like to come
Like,
down.
all right, you stay outside. I'm gonna go inside your home now. Goodbye.
We're gonna leave. Have a good time.
It's raining. You're weird.
It's raining. You're weird.
I'm doing it under the thing.
Yeah, you walked up to where it is shielded from there. So
Yeah.
Aeolian and Andy, you walk up. You're now under the covered area with Rainn and Delson. And before Rainn can do any quips, about getting here soon before you or anything, Andy just,
And he just
all right,
sits down in front of me.
Carson.
Okay. Well, he's no fun. We beat you. We beat the Fastabaxi. Ha ha ha.
Andy doesn't
Good
even
job.
hear that. He's meditating. He
Well,
doesn't
it's not
hear
funny
it.
anymore because I didn't say it to you. So my joke has been muted. So how was the trip? How was the hug?
Good. I think I need to do right by this place.
That's good to hear.
I will be back. Are you staying here for the time being?
In terms of staying with Andrish, yeah, I have things I have to ask Koss and nagging to do.
Okay. I wanted to go with you later tonight. Will you find me and we can go together, or should I meet you there?
You mean to go to the statue?
Yes. I have some atonement to do for the time being.
Yeah, we're gonna go right to there right after we talk to Costin, probably. So
Okay. Well, then I'll be pretty close, probably.
yeah, just stay near. Just stay near. Help people if that's what you want to do, or if you
I'll do my
just
best.
need to, if you just need to walk and think, whatever makes you need to do.
Just in case something crazy happens and I don't see you again today. This was fun. We should do it again sometime.
Maybe not as crazy. Maybe we should release one less dragon.
Well, we'll see.
I
It
feel
would
like
be
we,
pretty hard
honestly-
to release 2 less dragons.
yeah, 2 less dragons. We grabbed one back and go.
Yeah.
We solved it. But we'll see. It depends what the world's like and what the city's like when you get back. If we don't see each other again, things are gonna change a lot.
Yeah, there's much to be done in this city. A lot of people need help. A lot of things need to change.
A lot of
I will be back to help. I
to the queen.
need to go and find some people to come help us. I will be back. But I have some
believe
things
you.
I need to do.
I believe you, if that is what you think is best.
It's not what I think is best. It's what my mistress thinks is best. Honestly, what I think is best is usually dumb as shit.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Rain actually rolls her eyes. It's like it was one of those things where she kind of glares at you for a second for the my mistress, knowing you mean Zylia. Like, I don't think that's what she wants.
Doesn't matter.
I don't think you exactly got how this works, but fair. On brand.
Shit. Shit. I really want to give Rain the Tome of Leadership and Influence.
Okay.
Would that be meaningful to her?
Yeah.
Like if I was reading the room, she's
trying to be a leader. She's trying to find her place as a leader, which is even harder for her because she's a criminal. She's an independent criminal. How do you become a leader if you're an independent criminal?
I think I'm gonna pull this out of. No, I made bundles of them.
You made
God damn it.
gift wraps of these.
I did.
Second guessing my gift.
But it's such a good moment, and I really do want Rain to make a difference.
It's wrapped in a gift. You can literally give it to her in a gift.
Yeah, but there's other shit with it.
She unwraps it real quick, takes it
Yeah,
out.
Pause, turn around. 1 second, please.
What do you do, Ely?
I'm gonna give the Tome of Leadership and Influence to Rain. And I'm gonna give. I'm just gonna undo the twine. The shield and everything else will stay, but the Tome of Leadership and Influence is gonna go to Rain. And I'm going to, like, as I hand it to her, I'm gonna like use my other hand to like kind of grip her forearm. And I'm just like eye contact. Make a difference to this place. Like you're so freaking smart, and you've got it right. This place needs help. This could help you.
I'll try my best. I'm just a girl who grew up on the streets.
If you need me, if any of you need me, remember that I'm a word away.
I do. If I don't see you
I'm
again,
gonna hug
good
you,
luck.
and then I'm gonna hug Delson. Oh, I'll see you. Yeah, hopefully within an hour. But in case something
hopefully in
crazy
an hour. But if
like,
not, good luck.
Yeah, if not, this is goodbye.
On Rain, Gaunty gets stuck for a little bit.
This is a little time
That's
period.
okay. I'm handing her the book, so.
Just give me a sec. Gotta get the
Like
hair
the
out of
awkward
his
hug.
mouth. Yeah, gotta get
You
the
know
hair
that,
out.
you know that like firm like grip on your arm you said you gave her as you handed her the book. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you're holding holding it for just a little too long. You good?
So go ahead and add that to your inventory because I'm removing it from mine.
Okay. So was it Tome of
Leadership and
Influence.
something. Yeah, influence.
Increasing your charisma.
I got a book to read. How exciting.
Now Rain can persuade and intimidate.
I actually think I might be out of attunement slots to do that.
So it's not an attunement.
It's something
you have to read.
Oh, it's not? Okay,
you just
cool.
have to read.
No,
Good,
it's literally
because
just
I'm out of attunement slots.
Yeah, it literally is something you read
Okay,
for.
cool.
I think you have to read it for like over 24 hours or something. Hold on, you have to spend 48,
48 hours, I
hours
see it.
over a period of 6 days studying the book's contents, and your charisma score will be increased by 2, and that as does your maximum for that score, but then the book loses its magic for a century.
You know what's fun little game? Fun little game. If you're like a full elf, that is a non-problem. You go, well, I'll deal with that later.
In 100 years, I'll
Years?
read that again.
But anyway, so I'm gonna hug Delson, and then I'm gonna go start wandering into the city to see what's what.
Hey, Aeolian,
Yes,
don't die.
I will probably die, but I won't be down for long.
You always do. You always do come back. You are hard to kill.
You are, what do they say, statistically immortal?
Yeah. Big smile.
And Aeolian walks off into the storm to see what help he can provide to the city. Andrish, so is there anything Rainn and Delson do in the remaining 6 minutes before that Andy stays in meditative state?
Literally go into the monastery, get Cossin, come out to the door, and like touch Andy on the shoulder.
That would be very funny.
Right
He's getting
here.
closer. Literally, Andrew opens his eyes. Oh, you're here.
Him.
It'd actually be funnier if Cossin just walks out. Yeah, did I summon you? No, I don't know the monastery well enough to know where the fuck Cossin's office is. I haven't been to there. I've only been to a couple rooms.
Office.
I know it's not an actual office. I'm just gonna call it that from my own head.
So you guys,
his space or dojo or bullshit, whatever the fuck it's called, whatever he chooses to call it. But
do you
no,
guys just stay outside.
We'll be still in that little sheltered area in front of the doors, which I'm sure whoever's in charge of monitoring mentally the doors is like, why are they just standing there? They've been here for like 20 minutes now.
There are a few like people dressed in a gi and kind of just like standing near the entrance, kind of just they're keeping an eye out in the front of the building. Almost seems like just keeping some sort of watch. They've looked at you for like over a minute or two since you guys were there, but since you've just been reading and talking, they've kind of like just moved their focus elsewhere in the streets, just making sure.
Yeah, it's one of those things like they're not a problem. They're just people getting out of the rain. Who cares?
Yeah, like, you know, if somebody's like, if you're like at a library or something, people are just hanging out on the front porch step of the library, but never going.
Yeah. It's like, you're not an actual problem. You're not selling drugs.
But the remaining 6 minutes go by. Roll a wisdom check, Andy.
I read more into the stupid little book. That's all I do.
15.
Yeah.
10 minutes go by. You start trying to move your senses outward from your body, trying to see if you can locate or sense the presence of your master, Cossin. And you don't detect him.
Okay. Andy is immediately concerned. So he's gonna just
Pop
stand
up
up and walk in. Yeah.
I walk with
Andy
the
hasn't said a word to Rainn and Delson yet. Just walked up, plopped down, plopped down, gets up, goes in.
Well, no, I can see it in Delson and in Andrish's eyes. I can see the determination of something's wrong.
Yeah. I immediately walk.
I follow Andrish at the same pace the best I can. Please don't run. Please don't.
No, I start there. I start at his quarters.
Mm-hmm. So walking into the main section of the monastery, you walk in and there's corridors on either side. His quarters, his like office is over in the back right corner. You can either go the hallways directly over there, or you can go directly through the main center where that training field is. You can see there seems to be all hands on deck around the monastery performing minor repairs. You can see signs of doors being ripped off hinges, pillars being damaged. It seems like there may have been some sort of fight here.
Whatever is the quickest route.
Probably seeing the amount of people who are in the center area, probably going through the halls at this point.
Okay.
So you guys make your way.
I want to avoid where I know Anna Slaughter would be if I know like where her quarters are, where she normally hangs out. I would try to juke around where that normally is.
Roll an intelligence check.
So good at those.
I gotta milk these while I'm still DMing for Andy.
Actually not bad. That is a 13.
13. You
Yeah.
would assume, seeing the traffic of other monks moving around, it seems like a lot of it is focused around the main center area of the monastery, where the training fields are, and the giant statue of Karma Plenty. And Aslata would probably be there in this type of state of emergency where repairs are going on, just overseeing things.
Okay. So I would avoid that.
Yes, so you go through the
Anyway.
hallways, passing through the dining quarters, and getting over to the back center where some of the master's quarters are, and you approach up to Kassen's door, or his little shade door.
Being concerned about his whereabouts, I would go in. I would knock.
Give me 1 second.
I've been in here before.
Yes. You open up the door on there, and you can see his living quarters. You know that most of the masters live in very similar dorm-like rooms like the rest of the monks. Very bare bones, no real beds, more just like bedrolls on the ground, desks. You can see different types of scrolls on the walls. It looks like another day in his office. If you just from a quick glance around, you don't see anything immediately that he left in a rush, he had any issues. It just looks like nothing was touched since the last time you were in here.
I do want to just quickly glance and see if I can see if I know him pretty well. If he would have left something for me, it would probably be in my room, correct? Not here.
Typically, if he had a note that he wanted to give to you, he would have it delivered to your room.
Okay. I just do a quick glance just in case, just to see if there's anything that looks like it could be left behind for somebody to see.
Roll an investigation check.
Can I also assist Andrish with the best of my ability since I followed them in?
Andrish, roll with advantage.
I don't necessarily know it's out of the ordinary, but I can tell a freshly written note.
That is a natural 20 for a total of 18.
A total of 18.
Yeah, because I got the lucky stone, which gives me +1 skill checks.
I know, that's very funny.
Taking a...
It's just very funny. Natural 20. 18.
Yeah. But not 20. It's the smartest Andy could be.
Well, you're very concerned. That's why it's important.
Yes. Yes.
Taking a thorough look around the room. No signs of any hidden notes. No messages left for you. Just another day in his office.
There's just books and some drawings, and it looks like there's a drawing that Andy made on the wall. Andy, you were an adult when you joined the monastery.
Yeah.
Why is there a grand drawing? It says Andy.
It's just a picture of Kassan
yeah,
this, and
it's just
a
with crayons.
I take out. I have a rubber band, I guess, for some reason. I'm just gonna leave that on his desk. Just as if he comes here before I see him, there is something that is clearly from somebody that isn't him left on his desk, which I bring him random things all the time, so it would not be strange for him
Yeah.
to find.
I know
He would look
there's
at it. He would look at it, be confused, and be like, "Andy."
Yeah.
I imagine
And
there's a little collection of crap on top of like his dressing, like his dresser. There's a little collection of just random shit you've handed him. And like, I like this rock, and he's like, thank you.
I got
And he
him
just
a flower a couple of days ago. Is it around?
You do see it in a small vase on the top of his desk, right-hand corner.
Right next to it. That's where I put the rubber band.
Okay.
he cares. But
I would head out, make sure to close the door, make it look just how it was when I entered, other than that small little detail. And then go to my living quarters and see if there's anything there as well.
Gotcha. So you move to the second level, make your way to the other end of the building where your room is. Open up the sliding door. General glance immediately. Seems untouched. You don't see any letter or note on the ground slipped under the door like Cossin has had others do in the past.
Nothing out of place.
Roll investigation check. Rain just lets you have this one.
I'm letting you have this one. I'm staring at the burn marks on the wall.
That was not my room, technically, actually.
Oh, sorry.
That was Janora's room.
That's next door.
Okay.
Trying to remember.
I thought it'd be funny detail.
14.
I forgot.
14.
Yeah.
Nothing seems out of place. You can still see Janora's bedroll from when she slept there the night before with you. The only thing is that does look like it's slightly like in a different position. You can assume that maybe she slept in here again last night.
I'll just grab anything I think I might need, peek my head into Janora's room to see if she's there.
No, Janora is not in her room.
Okay. Alright. That's her door.
And
I think
Dreesh,
I'm gonna have to. Yes.
what's up? You've been hyper focused. I've let you get to this point. What's up?
I don't know where Cossin is.
Like, you can't feel him at all?
No, I normally know where he is.
Like, overall, like, even no matter where you guys are in the city?
I mean, it's not like, if I go across town, if I was at your apartment, if I took enough time, I could feel where he was. I only tried 10 minutes, so he might just not be nearby. I just want to see if anybody
Has seen him?
has heard from him. Yeah. And Janora's not around. It looks like there's stuff going on in the monastery. I don't want to see Anaslata, but I think it might be necessary. I'm gonna try to act like I don't know anything.
Just act as it. We'll be in there with you. It'll just look like you're asking a quick question.
I never know anything, so it's great.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just playing me.
Yeah, actually, Andy's gonna shake off the water a little bit in his room, not Janora's room.
He feels the sand of Zolo kind of shake around with you first and get reattach back with your body.
I kind of give myself fake bedhead.
As if you've been here all night.
I want to look like maybe I went to visit my parents last night and don't know what anything is happening.
That's
Roll
fair.
Performance check.
Can I assist them in selling the performance?
Sure. Advantage.
I love assistance.
Assistance giving bedhead.
Well, no, I'm
This
just
is
like
what D&D's about.
13.
13. It's passable.
I gave you any help.
Without Rain, you can tell, and Delson, you can tell as well too. Without like delving into like studying Andy, it's passable.
Yeah.
Anybody would just be like, "Oh yeah, bedhead."
Okay.
So then I would just prep them for the knowledge. Slaughter's probably here. If it's all hands on deck. I still... Do I know... So I know about Hassan's, like, monk abilities.
Yes.
From training with him. So I know about his, like, inner place that he just goes to. Do we have a system in place or how I would know that he was there rather than on, like, the material plane?
So that place he goes to is not a permanent state thing. It's not like he can stay in there indefinitely from there. So you really haven't had like a system in place because he'd be back within a minute or two, typically, if you went there.
Okay. I didn't know if he could be there for a long period of time.
Not unless
Like-
there's like something affecting his ability to enhance it for prolonged training or anything like that.
Okay. All right. So the longest he's ever been in there, from what I would know, is maybe a few minutes.
Yeah. He hasn't gone on any intensive training like he did back in his heyday where it'd be weeks.
Yeah, people knew he was there because it was like, okay, you're leaving. Hopefully you come back. Write it down, right?
So then, okay,
Oh, wait.
yeah, I would go downstairs and try to see if I could find Janora.
So
Hopefully.
walking out of your room, you
Yeah.
before you get to the stairs, you are able to see on the left-hand side where it circles around that open floor plan in the center where the training fields are and the fixture. You can see a bunch of different monks walking around trying to like put planks together to help work and rebuild some of the pillars. You can see people walking, like bustling all around, try to help. And then Anaslata is in the center, kind of giving out directions over to different areas of the monastery.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check to try to see if you can see Janora.
Okay. Math. I think that's what's 6 plus 7? That's also 13, right?
13, yes.
Man, 13's your lucky number?
Lucky just appears. No.
Not dealing with your shit today.
Hey, a god.
Yeah.
Looking in hallway around you and the training field down below, no signs of Janora.
Okay, yeah, Andy's starting to like hyperventilate a little.
Everybody I care about here is gone.
They're nowhere to be found.
I gently touch
Yeah.
Andy and be like, let's go talk to
Yeah.
Anaslata. Let's see if she
What?
knows anything. You said that that's the best next option. We do it real quick. We get out of here. We
Okay.
move on to the next rest of our day.
Do I see that shithead that I hate? That guy who like spat on me or something?
With that perception check, no.
Yeah. Okay. I would go downstairs and just try to find anybody who I've had any mildly nice interaction with, and if I need to, Anaslata, to try to figure out.
Or maybe
If
other
anyone's
monks that
seen
are similar
Janora.
level as Kassen.
Yeah. Try to see if anyone's seen Janora. Try to see if anybody's seen Kassen.
Yeah. General asking around people as you're walking down to get to like that training field area.
Yeah.
General, this is investigation through asking. So investigation check.
And is Rainn helping me here with that?
I'm listening and try. I'm not going to be talking for you, but I'll be trying to listen as people go past or try and listen to gossip around.
So you have an investigation check. Rainn, you have a perception check. Delson, you just tagging along?
Yeah. At some point, I would. I don't know how these events are going to go, but at some point, I would like to make my way to the Mardatha's home.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to stick around with them as they're searching around here, or you can make your way over to the Mardatha's home.
God,
I will help
chaos.
them search. I will help them search
I rolled another 13
first.
total.
That
Really?
is your number today.
Alright.
Yeah, 15 minus 2.
Asking around to people who you have general names to,
Right, yeah.
or had slight interactions with. Nobody seems to have seen Kassen this
Mhm.
morning, at least. The last time seeing him was yesterday in the evening.
Gotcha. So maybe like right after I saw him, potentially?
Yes.
If I'm okay.
Yes.
Last time we saw him,
Janora-
he was with you.
Janora, you can hear. I think she was downstairs in the scroll library, just getting things
Oh,
back together. The whole monastery shook. Everything's off the shelves.
what happened?
There's elementals that came in here. We were fighting them off most of the night.
Yeah, that happened the other night too.
This was a
Okay.
lot worse.
Well, I mean, you guys did a good job, apparently.
There's
I have a couple
10 dead.
wounded,
There's
I have a couple wounded. Only one needed to be reincarnated, but
Oh, who?
um, his name was.
bullshit a name. Bullshit a name. Bullshit a name.
You know
So
I'm
if
writing
Vicky
it
can write
down.
down, then you're stuck with it. Ha 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 ha. We've
He's
made a
a-
character for you.
It's honestly a newer recruit, just joined of his own fruition
Oh wow.
about a month
It was
ago.
an arrival.
Yeah, a human named Harold. Gonna be a reincarnated now.
Brian
Or-
didn't have
or-
good names.
For a human, hey, it's a human name.
Yeah, that's a human name.
We've yet to. He's currently in the process of his reincarnation. We don't know what he is yet.
Oh, cool. All right, thank you.
Of course.
I would head down and try to find Janora downstairs then, rather
find-
than talking to Ansada if I can.
Yeah. So you find your way down. There is a stairway that goes down below the monastery where you do know they have basically a not as big as like the Athenium, but a open space where there's spiral staircases to go up to an above level and then a bottom level of scrolls that just are listed and categorized all around the bottom.
Cool.
Roll a perception check as you go down there to search for Janora.
Okay. Jesus. 12.
Almost a 13 again.
That's
Yeah.
mine was actually a 12 for my perception check from me listening to Scuttlebutt.
No. Scuttlebutt. Sorry, I saw The Little Mermaid recently.
What?
You haven't seen the new Little Mermaid movie?
No,
with the
I've
Scuttlebutt
I've
song by
not
Aquafina?
I've not seen a single one of the live action
Oh my
movies
God.
except for Lion King.
You need to watch The Little Mermaid exclusively for Scuttlebutt by Aquafina. Great song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's literally a song called Scuttlebutt.
Well, yeah, do you know what
So
Scuttlebutt is from? It's a Navy term.
I did not know,
Cool.
but
I get it because I'm from a Navy family, so I know what Scuttlebutt means.
your perception check gathered roughly the same information. Not anything about Janora because nobody's talking about Janora, but you did pick up like
Elementals
a side
attacked.
conversation
Oh my
about-
god, blah
yeah.
blah blah got hurt. Oh my god, did you hear he got reincarnated? You know, normal.
Yeah.
Friends, something big happened. We all have to talk about it for 3 days.
It takes a couple seconds, but you do notice Janora seems to be up the flight of stairs to the left, reorganizing some scrolls on the wall.
Is she alone?
Seems to be.
Okay, there's nobody like within close proximity.
I mean, there's other
Maybe,
people
like-
up on that level,
Yeah.
several feet to each side, putting up individual scrolls, but nobody's directly helping Janora with hers.
Okay. I want to go up to her. And like just discreetly drag her and not like literally drag her, but just to, like grab her attention and try to pull out into an area where there's nobody around. If
Do
possible.
you like grab her attention by like tapping on the shoulder, or you like,
yeah,
hey,
it's like
hey,
a
Janora.
it's like a like
Gotcha.
tap follow.
Oh, Andy. Uh, okay.
I will
Yeah.
quickly
Where do you
find
need
a
to?
quiet-looking area to pretty much bring Andy over to.
On the bottom level, you can see there is a table. All of the chairs have been kind of scattered and knocked over, but you can pick them up and put them around the table.
A perfect thing to look like we're doing something. Ideal. Idea.
If you guys all take seats.
Calm back down. Yeah.
We fix the
Andy,
chairs and sit down.
Andy, I was so glad to see you're okay. I got worried when you didn't come back last night.
No, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're okay too. I heard the Herald had to be reincarnated.
Yeah, it's lucky it was only him. It was
Do we know who's
really rough
performing
last
it?
night. It seems like his direct master is performing it. They're in the reincarnation room as we speak. It's probably going to be over in the next hour or so. I lost track of time. It's been a sleepless morning, night. I'm running on fumes here, and fumes and froyo.
God, Froyo sounds so good right now.
She whips
I
up. She whips up a
love
froyo.
you.
This is the
Not
weirdest
just for the
power in
Froyo.
all of ever. Is that in a world where frozen yogurt does not exist, a character can just spawn frozen yogurt.
And what flavor did
Refrigeration
you
doesn't
make?
exist here.
Elemental monk.
I know, it's so funny.
What flavor is it as I start tasting?
Her generic that she goes for is normally like vanilla, unless like somebody asks for something.
Right.
Normally,
Sounds
she needs to kind of like add something to it to add flavor. The generic is vanilla.
Okay. This actually like helps Andy just like center a little bit, I think. Like having something to do with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kind of lean in, drop my voice, and just have you seen
Uh, I know he walked into the monastery in the evening time yesterday. I haven't really seen him since. I came back from the Athenaeum. I was doing the research you asked me to do, and honestly, I was quick to bed, but woke up in the middle of the night, and I really haven't seen him since I came back.
Did he talk to anybody? Did you see him with anyone?
Um, no, he kind of walked by. I tried to say hi, but he kind of seemed like super focused, and like he just walked straight towards the training fields. I headed back up to my room after that.
Okay.
I did I did get a little lead on what you asked me to look into.
Would you find out?
So I did spend most of the day yesterday at the Athenaeum looking into and looks around, make sure there's nobody around. Modifying a regeneration spell.
Yeah.
Was there until the evening, and I didn't really hear even a mention of such a thing. But once I started asking the dryads, a lot of them avoided me, and when I asked the subject, but one finally led me to the chained off stairwell of the forbidden section on the lowest level. I couldn't gain access, but
Jump
it
the
seemed at
chain.
least
Jump the
somebody
chain.
had some knowledge of maybe a mention of modifying this.
I'm I'm worried that Carson might have played his hand too soon.
What hand was he playing?
I told Carson something yesterday about modifying a regeneration. reincarnation spell specifically. And that's not just for any reason. I don't want to get you too involved, especially if Cosson's in danger. I don't want danger too. But I think that there's some corruption going on.
Within the monastery?
Yeah. I need to figure out who's at the center, and I need to figure out if they hurt him. Okay. Thank you for spending so much time researching. I really appreciate
Hey, it's no problem. I love studying.
it. You're such a nerd. I love you.
It's what I'm good at.
I
Fucking
don't want to tell
nerd.
you I don't want to tell you too much because I don't want to put you in danger. It's dangerous. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep an eye out. Try to avoid innocent people.
Do you think she's involved?
I have a pretty heavy idea that she is. I don't have physical evidence. What's that word you say? Metaphysical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody knows where Cossin is, Anislata probably does. Most things channel through her.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go ask. Do I look dumb enough right now? Do I look like I know shit? Do I look like dumb?
I think Rainn would snicker a little too loudly in the library on that one.
Roll a deception check.
Just try to practice looking like I don't
Practice
know what
deception
I'm talking
check.
about. Yeah. That's a 15.
15 total?
Yeah.
Janora's like, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell when, like, I know already, but, like, if I didn't know,
Right.
then
I should have asked.
think you might, know.
Shit.
You know?
Yeah, I do know. Kind of hard to hide that you don't know something when you do. I usually don't have to worry about it.
And I'm usually empty mind.
Rainn's over there like, oh, Andy doesn't know how to lie for shit.
I actually have a +7 in deception. I just
That's
rolled an
even
8.
funnier. So you're so busy minded you can't even get there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to not. I'm gonna try not to confront her, especially if that's what happened to Cousin. I'm just gonna ask her. Just a general question. Hey, have you seen my teacher? That's weird.
We
Yep.
can make an actual lie that is slightly convincing.
I don't have a lie. It's just I don't know where he is. It's true.
Well, yeah. No. As stated, that's the easy part. But if you need the reason for seeing her,
I'm looking for him. That's my
Okay.
reason.
if that's what you feel is good enough, we'll go with that.
I feel like not knowing where your master is a good enough reason
It
to
is.
ask the head of the monastery where he is.
I got your
Right, Janora?
back. I got your back.
It doesn't sound suspicious. I mean, especially
I
with the
feel like it's-
hecticness that was last night.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. I feel like that's a reasonable question.
What we feel is vibing.
I
There's
have
not
cat
an
ears
argument
right now.
here.
Yeah,
This is- I'm just a better liar. That's the only deal.
well, okay. I think we should go up then.
Well,
Could I take my medicine real quick?
your medicine?
Yeah,
What's your medicine?
No, actual like.
This is me,
Vicky.
real Vicky. to go
Oh,
take my medicine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's
You guys
take a
wanna-
little
I'll be
pee
back
break.
in like
Let's take like a
yeah,
5-minute
like
pizza break.
10.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
microwave my pizza.
10
Love
minutes.
you.
10
I
minutes.
need to go to the
guess they can hear us. I don't know. I've got shit up.
Hopefully, I mean, we fucked up the beginning, so hopefully we're not fucking up
We're
this
good.
end.
As long as I don't choke on the pizza
Alright.
I'm chewing on.
So where we left off,
I'm
you were heading
totally
back up.
nonchalant. Go try
We're
to
good.
talk
We're
to
fine. Nothing's
Anastasia.
wrong. I'm not high. I'm not.
Yeah, that's the total vibe right now. Is I'm not high. You're high.
That's a vibe that always works out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to portray that vibe. It's the inner vibe.
So
That's
you
why
head up
Rainn
to
was
the
willing to
training
lie for
field.
you, but
Walking into the bustle of
Whatever.
students and masters going around trying to
Training
help rebuild, get the monastery back into some semblance of normalcy.
Yeah.
You can see Anasalata in the center over near the statue of the Karma Plenty, speaking to another master real quick, and then just you can hear her say, head out to the back, make sure there was no damage to the rear of the building as well, where we seem to have this area covered. And nods walk off. Anasalata turns her head and sees you approaching. Ah, reincarnated arrival Entrish. We were wondering
Definitely.
where you were. And you
No,
brought your friends?
yeah, I was hanging out with Rain and Delson last night.
Gotcha, okay.
Oh,
I'm glad to see you are safe.
yeah, thank you. I guess a lot happened here. Have you seen Cousin? I tried looking for him, but it didn't seem like he was around.
Hassan came to me before the storm yesterday. I'm surprised he didn't reach out to you at all. He said there was an emergency where he had to leave the city quite immediately. I
Insight check.
roll an insight
I'll
check.
also insight check.
That has to be separate, but yeah.
No, it will be.
Ah, god damn it.
Was that 13
I'm
again?
rolling like ass.
Is that 13
No.
again?
No, it's an 11.
Oh, okay, well.
I have a +7 to insight. I'm supposed to be good at this.
I rolled good, and I'm not good at this. Unnatural 20.
That works for me.
Funny.
I'll fill you in later.
1 second. Texting you, Conlon, one thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's what was happening. I wish you'd clarified. I'm a little
I
buffered
will.
for time.
No, he's doing a whisper. He's doing
I
a
know,
whisper
I know.
for you.
But it's one of those moments where I'm like, if you need me to buffer for time, please tell me to buffer for time.
Andy,
Did he
nothing
say anything
in Anasalata's voice seems to be indicating any sort of form of deceit.
Did he
I
say anywhere where he was going?
he
I know there's a lot
was,
going on out there, but
he was pretty scarce on the details. Just wanted to let me. She pauses for a second, thinks. You know, he told me not to tell you this because he didn't want you to worry exactly, but I feel like it's something that you need to know. He said this emergency was something to learn the truth about you. He told me
okay.
that there was something about your past that he wanted to dig into. I granted him the leave of absence, and he didn't seem to have any need to go back to his office or anything. He headed out immediately. I
Okay.
would say at this point he's probably on the Sovereign Airway heading out out of the city.
Okay. In that case, I know this is a lot to ask, but would it be okay if I tried to find him? I know I'm not really supposed to leave the city, but seems
I do have to respect the wishes of your master. He did let me know this is something that he needed to do alone.
okay. All right.
But In the meantime, I can always assign you a temporary master to help resume your training.
I'll do some independent study.
Are you sure? You don't want any other instructor to help out?
No.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
if you need anyone, I'm more than happy to give you a couple lessons myself.
No.
I don't mind.
College. No.
I'm gonna tear both your souls out of you and juggle them.
Keep that in mind. I appreciate the offer.
Of course, no. I'm not sure if you're in any hurry anywhere else, but the rest of your fellow monks are helping to rebuild the monastery. We suffered quite an attack last night from the elementals. Are you
Heard.
and your friends willing to assist on the repairs today?
We might be able to help for a few minutes, but we do have other things to tend to. Some
Yeah.
more people to check up on.
Unfortunately, her parents' shop took a lot of damage during the storm.
Right. I understand.
Oh,
There's a hole in your fucking bedroom.
yeah.
I was there at the heart of it yesterday.
Really?
At the gala. It was not a pretty sight and not a great place to come back to afterwards, but we'll survive. We always do.
I'm glad you got
I
home safely.
just had the deepest realization as a person that I stood up on stage and Anna Slaughter definitely saw me.
Can
I do an additional insight check on her?
Go ahead, roll an insight
I
check.
feel like a 20's pretty good, but okay.
Well, no, this is more of the fact that I've said those words and realized, wait, I maybe shouldn't have talked. I mean, so that's an 18.
18. You can notice that since you spoke up, she has like moved her boundaries to you a couple of times, and then afterwards looking over at Delson. Oh, by the way, Mr. Mardathas, congratulations on your family's dissension.
Delson has this slight irked look on his face, and then he says,
Yes, thank
"Thank
you."
you."
As they just.
And I'm assuming and looks over right, your girlfriend will be descending down with you?
That happens.
This is my yes, not my girlfriend. This is my cousin. Actually, this is.
Oh,
I give you a darting, quick, angry ass look of. I don't know. That's better.
There could be multiple people related to.
I know, but it's one of those moments where like she's smart enough and been around long enough to be like, interesting. Ginger girl related to Martifast.
Your name was Rainn, right?
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations overall, and I know your family will do the rest of the city proud once we get out of all of this insanity.
We only can hope.
That remains to be seen.
Yes. Unfortunately, Delson here has to repair some of his properties after the storm as well.
Yes, the storm has spared no one.
The city's all in this together. So if there's any moments you can spare to assist here, we would appreciate it. But I understand if you have other areas that
We do have other more pressing matters, but we'll help where we can.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do a few quick.
And he's like, "Give me a sec."
Yeah.
How long do you spend? And Delson and Rainn, do you assist?
I guess I can't move as fast as Andrish can, so I guess I'll help. I'll help in like the
repair work. Common as a contractor.
I am a contractor.
Repairing buildings. I'm saying to you directly as a contractor. Going does not come up with the best work. It is slow and
Yeah, yeah.
precise.
As I said, Andries is gonna move fast, move a whole bunch of lumber places, knock someone over. No.
Honestly, yeah, like moving things around is probably what he'd be better at anyway, rather than
So I
actually,
imagine
like,
that he knocks over
doing
one or two
the-
things, kind of like does like a little sorry and runs away, and and he's like, maybe I should leave. I'm making things worse.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, so you guys stick around for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Before heading
Like
out?
10,
longer than,
15.
like-
Enough,
Yeah, that's what I
enough
was
time
gonna say, no
Anaslata
longer than
sees that
15
we've
minutes.
helped. Essentially, oh, I'll help you hold this board as they hammer it in and just walk the fuck away.
Alright.
After that,
we leave.
guess I would just, yeah, as we head out, I can't help this feeling I have that something's wrong. And I say that to Rain, just low.
Well,
Back to Anaslata as I say that. I don't know if she can read the lips, but don't want her doing that if that's a thing she can do.
I'm just gonna be like, well, hopefully maybe later today you'll have more time to meditate.
I mean, I guess I could do that while you guys are doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
My normal place is kind of really fucked up right now.
How about you do it in his room? Then you're close to him.
He doesn't, I mean, I guess I could try. He doesn't really spend that much time there. It's kind of just where he sleeps. Like he decorates it, but
if there's other places he might have the essence of Costin, maybe it'll help you.
I guess that might make sense. Because he has personal effects, I'm sure, like some clothing left behind in his room. Okay. I mean that usually helps, actually. Yeah.
We'll meet you. We're in nature's direction, right?
Just one thing. The only thing I'm worried about as we're walking that way. When I meditate, I'm not always the most aware of my surroundings. I just don't want to like get murdered as I'm meditating. That would really suck.
I glance at Delson, like, Delson, will you make sure Andries won't get murdered?
I think I can manage that.
Thanks, bud.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. I don't have any of that
I
other. I don't have that other notebook, do I?
Don't want anything bad to happen as I'm meditating, just in case.
Which notebook?
I know I have. Obviously, I have the one from the Galloway from the Eye of All, but that other notebook we were talking about earlier, which I've
From
blanked.
Peach?
Yeah, from Peach. No, I should have that on me.
Yeah, you have that on you.
I'm going to hand it to Delson and be like, something to read, but do pay attention. Because Peach took all those notes, and someone should fucking read them. I don't got time today. They might be important. We might learn someone died.
Cool.
Brian's like, good, they're finally reading those things I put effort into.
Over a year ago.
I know.
So Andy and Delson are staying in Costin's area to meditate for a while.
Yeah.
Rain, where are you going to?
I will go find Aeolian.
You find Aeolian?
Yeah, I found Aeolian.
How do you attempt to find Aeolian?
I follow the look of confused onlookers, on like people who have been helped clearly, but also are like past, like taken aback. You can tell that their lives have been metaphysically changed. It's like,
I like that I introduced the word metaphysical to this.
It's a word I actually do use sometimes, which is why when you said it, I was like, yeah.
I know, it's just very funny. It's
Like-
not a word Andy would say, which is why I pointed out that Janora said it.
Yeah. I kind of walk towards where that monument is, but I kind of watch for people who not are better off, but look like they've been helped, that look like they've kind of been like, huh, or are chatting a lot.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Well, better than I have.
That is 17.
17. We're doing more rolls than we typically have done in the past couple
Yeah.
sessions. I love it. I
Well,
love
it's
it.
because we're trying to
Just
investigate stuff and like we're doing stuff based on
the
we got
kick-
no fucking information. Figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Winging that shit.
Back to Aeolian. So,
Mm.
Aeolian, I'm assuming you're doing typically the same thing that you were doing with Andy before as you walk through the city, but is there any particular direction you're going for?
I'm going towards the statue. Like, basically, I've said my goodbyes. I made my peace that I need to do what I can and then get it.
Do you know where the statue is?
I've asked several times if I know where the statue is.
So Zylia has instructed the statue that Rainn is going to. There was never a specific location. Rainn knows where it is. You don't know exactly
Right.
where it is. You know that
So I'm
Rainn
staying
knows.
in the area. Do I at least know where it is supposedly?
It's
what I
in
mean?
this
Different area of the
section of the
city.
city. It is in nature's
Then I'm
direction.
staying nearby and I'm wandering around and I'm examining the damage that's been done and seeing what I can do.
Gotcha. So over the span of the
I'm being paladin.
half hour, 40 minutes that they spent in the monastery from there, you do spend your time around in nature's direction, wandering, keeping an eye out for that statue, but seeing signs of people needing help. There are people who are trying to basically board up windows and try to fix them. Roll a charisma check as you go around and try to assist other citizens of the city.
I'm going to use Gandhi for this one. Can I do that? Is that checks or is it just?
Yeah, it's a charisma check. You can use you mean Blinky, the D4?
Yes.
Yes, you can use Blinky
The
to
dice.
check.
Okay, good thing that I did because actually that's just charisma check.
Yes.
That is 22.
22. Good thing? You're like, oh, good thing I did
thought
that.
it was a 14. I was like, okay, that's not that like fantastic.
Okay.
But
So this section of the city,
charisma.
you don't seem to have as much issues with the citizens accepting your help from there. There are people who, like I said, who are boarding up windows. You lend a hand trying to get certain senses of like boards up there that don't have necessarily glass, but just covering things up so the rain doesn't get in their house. You can see stalls that were knocked over and different supplies of knickknacks, yarn, things like that that are just floating around people's stands trying to gather things that got caught in sewer grates and things like that. You spend a good time helping out, and you do get thanks from people who afterwards try to offer you a couple pieces of copper for your assistance and things like that.
Oh, I'm like straight up not taking it.
Yeah, just the
Like,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're so generous. It's a hard time for all of us. And Rain probably takes about 10 minutes afterwards for you to follow the stream of people who you can tell they've gotten some help, and asking if you ask around it, do you ask, hey, has anybody seen a Kenku? Blah, blah, blah,
Uh,
do you do that
I,
or just look?
I ask a person or two who looks a little like charmed or smiled of like, a great task has happened to me or such, and be like, and I know someone will be like, oh yeah, normal stuff, and I would be like, oh, I met a Kenku. I'm like, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Yeah, he headed that way, and within 10 or so minutes after of searching, you do see Eileen, who seems to be helping. It looks like somebody's like balcony got destroyed in the front, and like all their rubble fell on a shop. So he's helping just kind of like clear the debris out, trying to get any items from the stand that are still salvageable.
I would go up, not initially assist because we have tasks to do. Is the shop owner there in the front, or is it just Eileen helping by himself?
Yeah, shop owner's helping with Aeolian moving some rubble around. You can see, seems like they were some sort of like cloth vendor, not necessarily clothing, but like tapestries and things like that. And a lot of it's ripped, soaked in water, trying to get what's salvageable, hanging up on things outside of the rain. It seems like the person who lives in the house next to them is offering up like something inside their house to try to dry out the inventory.
I will first take note of the name of the shop.
It's just a stand. It says Taz's Tapestries.
That's all I need to know.
Alliteration's very easy to come up with things out of nowhere.
Boom, boom. It's Taz. It's the Tasmanian devil. Ha ha.
Taz's Tapestries.
So I'm like, Aileen, we have to go. We have that meeting.
Of course.
I'm
just gonna like finish up what I'm doing and follow.
Does the shopkeep offer up like coin to him?
Again, trying to offer some copper and some silver.
I retort by putting I give them 5 platinum.
What the fuck?
You guys forgot I have all this platinum.
Thanks for letting my friend clean.
No, but that's 50 gold. Okay.
This is
okay.
Someday I'm gonna want a rug.
This person's
you.
entire shop was destroyed. They need cash.
I know, but that's
Who
crazy.
are you?
None of your business.
No,
I'm
just
sorry, I'm
like
not used to it.
a little girl who takes care of her city.
Thank you.
I make sure they get a very good look at my face.
They do, and they bow their head at you and like, thank you.
I wave off
Thank
the
you.
bowing. I'm like, we're equals. We're all just trying to make by.
Yes, but it's only polite. I learned from my mother.
And she taught you well.
Some of us didn't have mothers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a dick. Here, I gave you 5 platinum. By the way, my mom's dead, you asshole.
Thanks for bringing
Bringing
it up.
I'm not sensitive about it or anything.
I have no issues at all.
Alright, so
And then we go on our way towards. I show Aileen the way towards the monument.
okay.
Word up.
So that is something. Do you guys talk at all on the way from the location that you found Eileen at? It's probably about like a 10-minute walk.
We take the 10-minute walk a little slowly. If I see anything like debris in the street that looks in the way, I'll kick it or toss it out of the way as I go.
Okay.
So we're not going super fast.
There's not a whole lot to say left. Like,
yeah, we're just being people who
I'll be
are
back.
We're just citizens walking down the street helping.
1 second.
I'll dance for you.
See the cats down here. 1 second.
Everybody remember to charge their devices tonight.
Why?
why?
Because there's a big storm, lots of wind. There might be power outages happening in the upcoming day or two.
Oh, this is not a problem that affects me that heavily.
Okay.
I'll just have to grab a battery.
It's just a good idea to be prepared.
I'm always prepared. I'm so prepared that I'm prepared for being prepared.
Because you're a Boy Scout.
Yeah. I game the system. I get it.
I'm like as close to a Boy Scout as one could be without ever actually being a scout.
Yeah. I know.
you know.
You are a person who is much more prepared than the average person I've met in my life.
Yeah, I try. Recently, my work
Emotionally
got me
prepared
like
to be
a
unprepared.
nail care set to put in my bag, and I'm very happy about that. And Matt got me a Swiss Army knife for Christmas, so I have that in my bag now too. That wasn't the only thing he got me, but he also got me the bag that it's in now. So
It was the relevant present for
Is
the entire statement.
yeah, the relevant present was the bag, but he got me the Swiss Army knife to also go in.
How about not being too generous to people? Just like life-changing amounts of money into random people's hands.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, I feel like the thing I would worry about is that if you're giving that much money to somebody, they might get like mugged.
I did it quietly.
Okay, yeah.
That's also why I was like, please stop
Here's
fucking.
5 platinum pieces.
That's also why I was like,
Stop
yo,
thanking me,
stop
yeah.
fucking bowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking start kissing my boots. Yeah, people know you got some cash.
Yeah, I mean, they might know that you helped him. They might
Yeah.
think that he was bowing for the help that he
I
received.
know. They were just, their reaction was overwhelming. I'm like, no. Let's. Also, I don't want people to bow to me. I'm not a bowable person. I am a girl. Yo.
Sorry.
Hey,
Had a-
what
had
did you ever
okay,
do
yeah.
with what did you ever do with Yertle?
Was
He's at the.
your turtle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
has
do
he?
remember you have yoinked him away.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Do I have to spend a spell slot to have him come back?
Let me check Find Steed.
I don't have a brackets character sheet up. Can't help you.
Yeah, that's why we have Google.
yeah, it's like Find Familiar almost, isn't it? I don't know if you can. Like,
I think
dismiss
once
them
he
all.
exists.
So you
Oh,
when it
yeah,
drops to
casting
0
the
hit
spell
points,
again
it
to summon
disappears.
him.
Yeah, you can dismiss him as an action, causing it to disappear, but you do have to use that spell again to get him to respawn.
Okay.
I am going to cast Find Steed.
Oh my fuck.
Rain's just
Wait,
casually
no.
walking around. Let's be
Which is
normal.
illegal.
Let's be
We're
normal.
so
No, I just you're right.
fucking
I remember
close.
too. I remember too. I'm not. I can't.
We almost finished our task.
Look at that freaking elemental that guy's riding. Holy shit balls. Kill it.
Almost
Sir, do
made
you
it
have a
through the
permit for
campaign
that
without
goddamn
getting
turtle?
Almost
Sorry,
made it
I
through.
completely forgot. It's been a long time. Okay, so
Do
no,
you have a
no, I will
permit
not
for
be
that
summoning
turtle?
Was
Turtle.
arrested. He was in handcuffs at one point, technically.
It's true. Actually,
True.
twice, I think.
True, he was.
Yeah, I had him arrested.
Okay, so
you guys end up making it slowly over there. Anything else you do on the walk?
I say, besides the helping tidy up as go by, see people who are picking something up, help them pick up real quick, saying no to any
Yeah,
money
I
they
will-
try and offer us.
I'll do the same.
You are with Andy in the monastery, Delson.
You are not with us.
That's true. He is.
Hey, I didn't say I was dressed as the shadow right now.
Maybe his echo is
No,
out
you
there
were
helping
staying with
people.
Andy as Andy was meditating.
Oh,
in
you're
the
right.
monastery.
Yes.
I know.
am
I
meditating
think you
right
just
now.
blanked. It's okay.
I did.
There was such a long pause
Okay.
between like start of thought and a thought that I'm not surprised.
So you make it over to this section of nature's direction that borders on Daisurius's call. It's this little peninsula section where there seems to be almost like a garden enacted in Combat. I love how you're looking on the map for it right now.
Well, yeah, I'm just making sure I'm actually at the nature's direction area. I just need to find that first. I'm looking at a black on black map. It's a little hard to fucking read. I found it, Brian.
Hold
No.
on, it is right there.
Yeah, I know. I know where it is.
Yeah, we've got to make a scaled up version of that.
Yeah, we need a bigger one is the problem.
We've only had 3 years to do it.
Yeah, but one of those is COVID, so we couldn't actually see each other.
Yeah.
Continue.
As you turn the corner there, it is a seemingly apartment complex in there, but it seems to be almost like a nature preserve in here. You can see, just much like other sections of Nature's Direction, trees flourishing around here. Seems to be some casual fungi around in the area, much like you see randomly throughout Nature's Direction. And he's like, call back to the fungus. That's somehow another issue arising.
I sure am a fun guy.
I
But
have an nail pin that says that.
it seems almost like a little mini park with a little walkway, circular walkway around, several benches at some areas. Some damage has been sustained. You can see branches down, passed over paths and things like that. This is slightly raised up, so it's not flooded over, but there's like a flow of water that descends down the staircase back into the street from there. It seems to be almost like a little community. You can see people in this section from here in little balconies surrounding all the way around. Seems to be helping out other individuals and things like that, trying to dry things out that got wet outside. You can see people handing things up, different tools and supplies and things like that as requested when for certain repairs to go on. And Rainn, you almost feel like a nudge, like almost like some sort of like the trees almost kind of like move in that direction. You feel the wind hit your back, nudging forward.
Okay. Well, as I walk, are any of the paths I'm walking towards to walk towards like that center area? Are they blocked by any sticks or stuff like that?
Yeah, some just casual tiny branches. Other ones you can see like large, like actual branches that fell over the path from there.
The easy to move branches as I go, I'll kind of like kick to the side / toss, depending on how easy they are to pick up and toss.
Gotcha.
The
And as
bigger
the
ones,
rain-
I'll just crawl around because I'm not here to. That's not my job.
Yeah. And as the rain pours down on top of you, as you guys make your way throughout the little park, you can see at the back end of it, in the little the center, you can see there does appear to be a statue. From far away, you can tell it is of a seemingly small child.
I will walk to the statue and continue my little tidying up, walking as I go.
As you guys get closer,
see a piece of trash, put the piece of trash in the trash bin, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good person in a park.
You do see as you get closer, it's a bronze statue of a Rainn. Now that you know, you can tell this is of a younger version of yourself. Looking at the features, they're never exact in statues, but close enough that you can tell this is of you. As you can see that you seem to be holding a flower pot, sitting down like and holding a flower pot in your hand and smiling. And there seems to be a crown of twigs and leaves that sit upon your head as part of the statue, not added on extra from there. There does seem to be a bouquet of flowers in the flower pot too that seem to be whipping around in the rain and the wind, but it looks fairly new. Like somebody must take care of this, put flowers in there regularly. And there does.
Are you wearing your crown right now?
Oh yeah.
Yes, she is.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I am standing there looking more obvious than you can imagine. Wow, that redhead girl looks a lot like the little redhead girl that's in the bronze statue. They're both wearing crowns.
Wow, give her a flower pot and that'll look like an adult version of that little girl who died.
Yeah.
Just get beaten up by your secret police.
You can see underneath the statue there does appear to be a plaque. And the plaque has written on it.
I don't want to read the plaque yet. Before I do that,
Okay.
I'm going to, as I walk closer, use Druidcraft a couple times to make a couple flowers that similar to the ones in there already. And then, before I read the plaque, step up and put the flowers into the little vase where the other natural flowers are. Before I step back, then I will read the plaque. I want this moment.
The plaque reads, Rainn Joanna Cinderheart. Zista City's lost child, lost within the city, but never lost from our saddened hearts.
I kind of just take it in. I think that's the only thing to do at this moment, for my character at least.
You see this too, and you can obviously read it, so confirmation that this is statue of young Rainn.
I kind of just stand kind of poignantly.
The only thing I say to Rainn is, you're back now.
Yep.
You can make a difference this time.
If the city doesn't fight back too hard again.
I think you can handle it, whatever it fights with.
You can hear the wind.
I'm gonna start inspecting the statue for any like gears.
Any what?
Any gear symbols?
Like signs of Zylia or things. Like, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I am going to at one point kind of be staring at the crown and be like, is this the same crown? Like I'm going to take it off, look at it, and be like, is this the same fucking crown? Because that's fucking what a ridiculous life I live.
Looking at it, you don't see any. It's not the exact same crown, but
what a coincidence, though.
Similar like design structure, because yours is like woven elegantly of twigs and leaves and different things in certain jewels encrusted into it from there. But like this is just twigs and leaves on the statue of yourself.
So it's one of those things.
It's
comes from the
similar
same
enough.
Comes from the same culture, but not the same thing.
Yes.
It's one of those. Oh, you can tell this is people from. This is of the Grove.
Yes. Eileen, what'd you roll for investigation?
29.
Woo!
29.
You'd been in the monastery with me. Holy fuck.
Yeah, we're figuring out where the fuck Carson was in 2 minutes.
No, that's okay. Continue the scene.
Scene.
I know, there were never any gears. I just like plant some and find them.
Looking around the statue, you take a good minute looking around. You do actually see the design of Zylia almost etched in the 3 gears into the back of the statue. Not on Rainn, but on the actual like stone that she sits on in the back near the bottom.
Okay.
He's gonna fucking just disappear. You're
Gonna,
gonna
like-
touch it and fucking just disappear. I'm like, Eileen? Bud? Bud?
Basically, though, I'm going to take out my holy symbol and touch it to it.
You touch it to it?
Touch
Yes.
tips?
You can see
Thanks
the
for your
second it makes
disapproval.
contact, your holy symbol seems to glow a little bit, and the design on the back of the statue seems to glow. Even though the gears are etched into the stone itself, you can see the designs start spinning and have a slight glow to it. And you hear in the back of your head, it's time. Say your goodbyes. Your future calls.
I'm going to just be like, psst, psst, bang, psst, get over here. Psst.
I'm gonna kind of look, see glowing man. Normal. I'll walk over.
This time.
Yeah. Kind of with like, what?
I gotta go. I
Be
just wanted to
safe.
say thank you again.
Actually,
Yeah.
don't die. Not the joke one we had before. Survive.
No, for real though. I'll keep surviving, but I'm probably gonna keep dying. I think that
Maybe even beyond just surviving.
that
Maybe try and thrive.
there are things to be done first. I'll thrive after.
Do your
For
best.
now, you too.
I'll try.
Keep Andy safe and do your best to hold everything together until I can return with help.
We'll see what happens. I'll do my best.
We're all counting on you.
Oh, that's great and ominous. That's the ominous. I kind of turn around
No
to
pressure, but
like
the
that's the ominous of the statues. I get it. No, I put the pressure on myself.
we all believe that you can handle it.
It's what I was born to do.
So how does this work? Do I step through a portal? Do I like
Yeah, now he's gonna say, "No, now we're in an awkward
As that
moment. How does this work?"
As that moment goes by with a silent acknowledgement, you hear just one more time, "Are you ready?"
I have to be?
The light of the gears that is spinning almost breaks off of the stone and falls onto the ground. And as the gears are spinning, they get bigger and bigger until it's honestly, you're standing on top of it. You don't feel it other than the light energy of the gears just spinning and spinning and spinning before they just open up. And Aeolian, you just go. And you disappear on the other side of a portal that Rainn, as Aeolian disappears, the gears close up and just fizzle out into light that dissipates into the sky.
Can I do a perception check to see if anyone just fucking saw that?
Roll a perception check.
Am I going to jail?
Not my problem.
Bye.
You
Have
just,
fun
you
in
just hear
jail.
Aeolian as that happens, just "Ah!" It's the last thing you hear. Just "Ah!"
Perception is 17.
17. There don't appear to be guards around in this area, but you do look around and there's a balcony. There are a couple balconies of the apartment complex right behind you, and there's one person on the second level who's looking down at you. Seems to be a fur-bald man, and he just goes, "Yo, what the fuck just happened?"
Oh man, do I have a bit for this? Not important. It's fine. Fine. And I leave.
You start heading out away from the statue, and as you do, you can tell the gentleman kind of just shakes his head, goes back to what he was dealing with before.
Who was I
But
meeting at the statue, or did I just have to go there? I do
but
not
you-
remember this exact specifics.
You, as you start walking away, feel like a gust of wind hits your face, and kind of almost turns back to the statue for a second, and you hear in your head, "The spirit of nature seems to flow strong within your
Ooh.
veins."
We're having a god off. Yay. I turn back towards the statue and walk over towards it again.
From the beginning of your time in your conception to now, that connection to nature has not ceased.
Yeah, I guess, besides the living on the streets part, but
You have druidic blood within you.
mm-hmm. That
Triple
is-
multi-class.
This is. I already am triple multi-class. I'd be a quadruple class.
Oh yeah. That. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know what the future holds, but destiny is a funny thing.
Rain actually laughs and snickers. Am I talking like just into my head at this point?
Yeah, you can talk out loud or you can talk in your head. It's whatever you want to do.
I'm going to talk a little
So
bit out
here.
loud, but not loudly. It's more the fact that I'm trying to. There's nothing appearing before me. It's in here.
It directed your attention towards the statue of yourself, so you're kind of like talking to the statue.
Fine by me.
Yeah.
Works. I just need a focus point for my own acting. Yeah, destiny is a mess, isn't it? So I'm guessing based on the lots of gods answering people's prayers and chatting down to us normies, the time is coming. Time's alignment is happening again. And you are all looking for your warriors to help solve this.
Finding the items you found in the cache. Those are meant for a warrior of nature.
I
That-
understand that.
You finding them means one of two things. You either are, or you're meant to choose the one.
I'm guessing I'm probably meant to choose the one. I am born of nature. I come from a long-lasting family from the Grove. But I'm a city girl. I love nature, but I also like gravel. I like wood floors. I like heat. I'm
All of
sorry.
those things have basis within nature themselves.
I know. I'm not. I'm saying I'm a spoiled brat without saying it. But I will do my best to help in this cause because I believe in it the same you do.
I leave the task to you. Either choose to be, or choose the one who deserves it.
Will you help me as I try and do this? I know I'm not what you normally choose. I'm already half of a mess.
This is a task that I cannot do myself. I have never chosen my warriors. They merely find me.
That's fair. Kind of let nature lie. Oh, good. I got a comment. I got Chuckle Have a God winning. Okay.
Ilios may be coming once more.
I very much believe so. I believe lots bad is happening. There's also this 13th entity. I don't know a lot about them. I just know they're trying to summon them. Might have summoned them. They seem to be quite powerful, but separate of the rest of the known gods.
There is no 13th, as far as I know.
Okay. I'm just keeping you all informed. Since we're all a loose team, but a team.
Find somebody worthy. Bring them here when you do.
I will.
And you feel a wind blow past you once more as you feel the presence speaking to you. It's no longer residing around you.
I look at myself again. We'll figure this shit out. They haven't killed us yet. And I turn around and I walk with kind of swagger almost. I don't know is the right word, but confidence. Definite confidence.
Where do you walk to?
I haven't really got a plan in terms of where I'm walking to. I kind of just walk through nature's direction towards the monastery, but vaguely. I don't go down the same streets we came already, so I take a different route even if it's a little longer.
Yeah, the monastery.
Yes.
So, Andy,
And
what do you
Dreesh.
grab of Cossins, and how long do you meditate?
Okay. So I would grab a few things, I think. I think knowing how important it is, Andy would set up like almost like what's it called? Like an altar almost. Just like a place kind of just full of Cossin's belongings. Anything that Cossin cares about, anything that Cossin has paid special attention to.
Mhm.
I would grab some of his clothing, something that smells like him. I would grab the flower that I gave them. I would grab just anything of importance. And just kind of set it up around me, and I think I would sit in his bed.
Okay.
Just to be completely surrounded by his essence as much as I could.
How long do you meditate for?
I was thinking like an hour. I don't know how long Delson would want to stay. I only want Delson there in case something bad happens, really. I was thinking like an hour if he would let me take that long.
Yeah, of course. I would chill here for an hour.
He's sitting there, one notebook, writing schemes how to revenge his
I
father.
was thinking, well,
As I'm
that
as
and
I'm
actually,
setting up,
flipping through the
I would
notes on what
say
the fuck happened.
we've got something to talk about after this, but this is more important right now. I set it up.
Roll a wisdom check.
Could I actually? I'm gonna say for
Because
this,
I was gonna say because of all of the items you have, I'll give you advantage on the roll.
Awesome. I'm also just going to, for full flavor, I'm going to spend a key point and pull out my arms.
Okay.
And just be totally engrossed in just as much as I
Energy.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah. That astral energy that I'm trying to tap into physically present. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of these rolls.
Oh god, what is it?
I'm gonna take a picture of these 2 dice because I don't want everybody to not believe me when I say that I rolled a natural 20. Um, holy fuck. Okay, well, with my wisdom mod, that is a 23. Let me just send this to you guys because I'm really like, holy shit.
Hey. Delson, as the hour passes, roll, since you're keeping an eye out, roll a perception check for me. That other roll was pretty good too.
Yeah,
That's a
16
19.
and a 20.
It's a 19 for perception.
19. Keeping an eye out, kind of have the door like almost cracked a little bit just so you can like see out into the hallway. Normal passerbys, nobody necessarily staring in your direction. as far as you can see. You do take the beginning time as you're looking out to read that notebook that Peach had handed to Rain. You can see the first couple of pages are written through because Peach was writing so fast. So you have to flip through a couple pages on the notebook before you get to actual written words where she took a moment. But the message she had written to Rain was, my main boss reached out to me while I was sleeping that creatures from other realms are trying to creep into the material plane. They said, get to the breach, infect chaos into the planes. We'll hold them in the dark. These are portals, or there are portals being opened and corrupted. And this group of what they called misfit warriors are trying to stop one within the Shade Shower Forest. They are not sure where, but they believe a portal will be opening above Zista City on this night. And they know it isn't yet possible for this to be stopped. They are preparing for the future where the misfits may need assistance. And a claw of Greasefleur, they said, will be essential. They told me I am to hold a part of their power tonight to make sure I succeed on my task. And they know my success is directly connected to yours.
Thanks. I need more ominous shit.
Very old note, but this was before you guys even went to the gala.
Dude, that sentence with the shadow and darkness and shit is the same shit that we were told in the main campaign, word for word.
You heard them say it.
Yes,
The
we
obscure
heard them say that shit.
get to the
You
breach.
remember that?
and
I'm not even
stay on
looking
the
at my notes.
plane.
I remember it.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
hold them in the dark.
Nelson is just. Well, this is concerning.
God, wish I read that like a day ago.
Probably would have been good to look at last night, yeah.
Is there anything else you do as time passes, Delson?
Other than contemplate what I will say to my family, no.
What do you think in that regard?
Crossbow through the mouth, you know?
I do not believe I will kill my father. At least not yet.
Give him the good, I know. I know. You can blackmail him back.
I really don't want to. I will save that for when I actually confront him.
Okay. Andy, hour passes by. As you become enwrapped in this meditative state, feeling beyond your physical self and everything surrounding you, your senses push beyond that of Delson, beyond that of the monastery, beyond that of nature's direction. You feel and you feel and you reach out for any strand of Kasin within the city. You don't feel his presence within there anymore. And you remember what the Infinite One said. He may be on the Sovereign Airways heading out to the city for now, and beyond. And you put one final push of your senses beyond what you have felt before. You reach out for Kasin, clutching on to his belongings surrounding around you. And your senses expand out past the Sovereign Airways onto land in the Duress province. You don't feel Kasim.
Anywhere.
Not within the city, not the Sovereign Airways, not all of the Duress province, but branching out into it beyond the crater.
do I find any, like, I want to say, like, energetic footprints? Like, can I feel where he has been? Like, where was the last place that he was?
With that natural 20, the last area you feel his presence in was here in his office.
Okay.
You don't see any like spirit footprints or anything like that, but you do recognize that the last bit of evidence you can feel of him was in this office
So
where
she
you sit.
did lie.
Okay. So I put everything back how it was supposed to be. I just, as I'm in that last moment, I just send a thought out into the ether just in case it catches him and just say, I hope you're okay. And I put everything away. I feel like, so flavor wise, I want the arms to have been out the whole time. I know literally they only last 10 minutes, but I'm not using them for anything.
I'll
So I
allow
feel
it.
like, yeah.
It's one of those things you're
In
just
that
in
moment,
such a.
in that moment where you break out, you come back,
Yeah.
Delson, you see the arms that have been huddled around Andy the whole time slowly start just fading out as Andy comes back.
No, Andy, that never gets old. That's always fascinating.
He's taught me well.
Are you okay?
He's he's not here.
I'm
I feel
sorry.
certain. I don't know where he is.
I'm sorry. But
He has a place he can go if he really needs to.
do you want to
I
go look
wouldn't.
for him?
It's not really a thing that I could do, right? Like, that's not a place I could reach. That's
Not
kind of
without
the whole
Everyone's
Cossins.
point.
everyone's is individually their own.
Yeah. It's not something I could gain access to unless he was with me. He's brought me there before.
I see.
hope I didn't get him killed. As I'm just putting his things away. It's routinely caring for his belongings. I guess this decides it for me.
Besides what?
I mean, the only person I know that's as strong as Anaslata has to be normal, right? She's older than she is. Or at least as old. She knows a lot, I'm sure. I mean, there's more to find out here, especially with what Janora found, but he's not in the city. He's nowhere near it. I mean, he's faster than I am, but Even he couldn't get out of the city and across the bridge in a day.
No.
He'd have to go without sleep to do it. Which I guess he could have done.
Would be an impressive feat. But
He's a pretty impressive guy. I think in his absence, I just have to do what he would want me to do. And that is figure shit out myself, I think.
Think, Andy, think.
You, while we're in here, because this is like a pretty enclosed space, I didn't like mean to, but I saw your board.
mhm.
I don't really know what any of it means. But are you good at that? Like,
I
putting
prided
things
myself. Prided myself on my investigative skills, yes.
I don't think my dad was lying to me. But I feel like there's a connection somewhere that I'm missing.
EI. Delphin
I think
Martipass.
that there's something. I mean, what I'm dealing with right now is probably more important than whatever the fuck my parents got up to, but you've already investigated one set of parents.
What's another?
That's another.
Right.
What another?
I feel like you've got some experience in the area. I mean,
Hey, do
I
you
don't
need
know how
more
much I could.
victims to stalk? Is that
I don't know how much I could give you. I mean, okay, I don't think they're evil. I just think they've maybe gotten into.
doesn't matter? Everyone gets an arrow.
Well, no, Delson's not gonna kill my mom.
I know. I'm just
Well,
joking
we
around.
don't know that as a fact. Did they do something truly evil?
I think it's in my best interest to stay away from this area as much as possible right now.
I think you're right.
I don't know if I'm safe here. She suggested one-on-one training.
That doesn't seem safe.
No. I mean, it'd be a good way to get information, but not if she kills me. And she could. I mean, she's a lot stronger than I am.
Well,
I think some independent study is in order.
I'm proud of you, Andy.
I'm proud of you too.
I don't think I'm really proud of myself yet, but I think I'll get there.
One step at a time.
I just wish I knew if he. I feel like I would know if he was like really gone. Not really easy to kill somebody as strong as he is. Especially when he has an escape plan.
Right.
If she knows that he knew, then she knows that I know.
I'm sure that he is out there somewhere.
just find him. Maybe Normal can do some time bullshit and take me back to like a week ago, and I can find him, and I can be like, where would you go if this were to happen?
And he'd be like, why the fuck are you asking me this, Andy?
Messing with time is always a gamble.
I know, but
'Cause
then
you
he
would
would
know.
know before he knew.
But I like rolling those shiny math rocks.
He would know before he knew, and then it's like, whoa.
Andy's a time wizard.
Andy
I think
Mark on his
we
hand.
should
Andy
think-
time? Question mark.
Andy
think I should
multi-classes into wizard.
Chronergy wizard. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't. I have an intelligence of 5.
That is not a hard and fast rule. Your DM is allowed to let you do whatever the fuck you want.
Remember,
You're a
Ford's
wizard, but you're
strength
shit
got
at it.
knocked- Ford's strength got knocked up to a 13, and you can't
Right,
came
I mean,
through.
that's true. I have no desire to learn.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's totally possible. You just
I
gotta
think,
want it.
I guess I'm gonna go,
Go on your date.
Yeah.
God.
Great time to go on a
And then
date right
fucking
now.
leave the city.
I'm about to have a
I-
panic attack.
Honestly, after finding out what just happened, I think Andy might fail. I mean, out of character, I know this other dude is dead, but also in character, there's so much going on right now.
Wow, you standing up a dead man? Wow.
I mean, not really. It's not really something Andy would like to do, but there's so much going on in his mind right now that I don't even think it's not
Yeah.
like it's not coming up as a thing he has to do right now. Unless somebody else reminds him, he might go. I think we should find Rain, and I have to tell her.
I think we should as well.
I know that this was kind of loosey-goosey a while ago that we did this, but I remember earlier on in this campaign, I snuck into Costin's office through a window. Is that window literally here still?
Yeah.
He's like,
Okay.
if I
I
said
would
so,
like
it
to,
exists.
I would like
It didn't go
to.
anywhere.
I just wanted to make sure that if I just went, I'm gonna sneak out the window, he'd be like, "What window are you talking about?" So that's why I prefaced it.
Yeah, there's still windows
I
there if
think
you
we
guys want to go out that way instead of through the
Yeah,
main entrance.
yeah. I think we should go out a different way and just try to avoid people from the monastery as much as possible. I can meet up with Janora if I need to, but I already grabbed anything of importance from my room. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to go find Rain and tell her, because that's
I think we need to as well.
yeah. I look for Rain.
All right, Rain, you
I
were
cast look for
wandering-
rain.
you were wandering around nature's direction. So
I said I was slowly heading towards the monastery.
okay,
I did say that.
Yeah.
how slow?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's
Take it a long route or
like I'm not going back the same route I went already. So like I'm taking a different set of streets and alleys.
okay.
So I don't have to talk to the people I've already talked to. It's not worth giving goodwill to the same exact people again.
Mm-hmm.
I follow on Alien's footsteps of helping people tidy as I go, but still making my way to the monastery. I'm not spending forever. I'd say, what? How far away were we from the monastery? Like 10 minutes, is what you said, I think.
Roughly 10, 15, depending on speed, things like that. If you went a direct route, timey-wimey, you're like 35 minutes
Yeah. That's what I was
behind
thinking.
where they're at right now.
Yeah, so I think I would get to near the front of the monastery by the time they get out of the building.
Okay.
One of those
So
walking up,
you're around
see Andy jump out of a window and be like, be like,
So the window that they're in is in the back of the monastery from there. So, Rain, you are now walking somewhere near in the vicinity of the front of the monastery. Andy, when you come out of Costin's area, you can see the large training fields in the back where you fought against that storm elemental and things like that. You also see a path where you can go around the side of the monastery to the front of it from there. Where do
Yeah.
you and Delson search for Rain?
I would assume she wouldn't be in the training ground, so I'm gonna go to the front of the building.
yeah, I'm gonna search the building. She obviously figured out a way into the monastery she's not supposed to be in.
And very
Yeah,
quickly,
we'll head up
Rain's
to
not
the-
being inconspicuous. As you do come around the corner to the front, you do see her standing out kind of near a fry queen.
Oh, neat. Honestly, I could so use some fries right now. That was really emotionally taxing. I'm gonna get some fries.
Wherever the jumbo size is comically called that isn't jumbo, because I assume that
How much
that exists.
how much are some fries?
Doesn't matter.
You get a large.
You getting a large?
Why don't you get the
gold.
biggest basket they've sold, like to the
gold?
point where they're
A
upset.
gold?
These
be a
are
lot of fries.
these are have you ever gone to Five Guys, the fries where they get the large and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
the container, but then the
Full of
bag's full of fries? Yeah.
That's exactly what I need. I get any special sauce. Just squirt it right in the bag, shake it.
Rain, Andy just regarded you and then just went straight into Fry Queen to get some fries.
That's fine. I followed
I come
Andy,
back out.
and I also got a slightly smaller bag of fries. And what? Fuck it. I haven't. It's lunch. It's
Well, it's beyond lunch. It's getting close to 4
Oh
o'clock
yeah,
at this point.
it's time to bad day. Time to eat. Of course, I'm eating in pride.
Do they have soda?
Pop.
Flavored hop sparkling water stuff.
Whatever. Okay.
Flavored
Cool.
beverage. I'll get a drink as well.
Roughly around a gold and a cup of copper.
Yeah, I'll take off a
Alright.
5 copper or whatever.
So as you guys take a moment to take a breath, have some fries. Rain, do you share about your experience at the monument to
Not
yourself?
just yet. I can see that Andrish is a little distraught as he's shoveling the fries, I imagine, into his mouth.
Andy doesn't even need to eat. This is
Yeah.
just
I imagine
comfort.
I imagine your fur is covered in the sauce, and you're just going, "Fuck."
And Andy and Delson, do you share anything about your meditation or anything with the notepad that you guys had in the time you've been apart?
I think at first, no. I think it would take a minute. Because Andy wouldn't want to do it in direct public.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
if there's an area we could sneak up to.
We'll just begin
alley,
walking into an empty alley.
Yeah, you guys can get your fries and stuff, shield them a little bit, and then
Well, Andy
go
needs
into
to
alley.
shield them. Andy's just doing this. He's just shuffling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
From the rain, I'm saying.
He might not even have fries by the time we get to the alley.
All right.
Honestly.
You guys do
Shovel
find a back alley over there. Any last minute? What do you guys share?
Bad news.
You can't find him, can you?
No. I feel pretty certain
Oh,
he is not in the city.
I sussed that she was lying about something, and I'm guessing the lying about is him leaving. So that means he's somewhere. Not here, but
I think
I don't think she killed him.
if he's alive, he's in his own retreat.
Yeah, he might have.
Unless she has some sort of metaphysical prison for him, but I feel like. Do I know which type of monk Anaslata was? Do I know which path?
That is actually not something that is shared.
Oh, okay.
Trade secret. Hard no.
No, that's fair. That was just a question. I mean, hopefully not hers, because then I will never get to him. I mean, even if it's in his, I can't really get to him. From what I know, from what I've seen, he usually only pops in there for a few minutes at a time, but he always tells stories about back when he was training. Be a monk. Stayed there for weeks at a time. So it's possible that's where he is. I hope that's where he is.
I think that's where we need to hope. If there's other answers you can try and find in the next couple days, I'd do so.
I mean, yeah, there's things I can follow up on. I can't fucking read. It's really not helpful. I don't know how anybody would be able to get into the restricted section of the Athenium. I don't know who would be able to do that. Maybe Cairo? Could Cairo?
Cairo could. I also have people I could ask. They might not do it legally.
I know, but
But
at least I know Cairo. At least he's an inn.
It depends.
I feel like this is the thing to follow up on. I might go back and talk to Normal, see if she has any ideas. She's so
do you feel
weird.
we can trust her?
I have no clue. I think she's more interested in time than she is in me.
Okay. Let's
I
just
don't
hope
think
that
she
doesn't
really gives a shit about me.
I was about to say, I hope that doesn't mean precluding your safety and letting you die.
I mean, I mean, if I die, then he dies, so it's kind of like a net fine for her, right? But I think that she generally tries. I mean, we don't know what happened to her other companion, but
I just don't need anyone else getting you killed.
I don't think I'm really safe at the monastery. I don't think I'm really safe at home. I don't know. I don't really have anywhere else to go.
Well, I guess you're also renting an apartment at Delson's penthouse.
Yes.
Oh, look, are we all nice, great adults moved out of our parents' house? Well, I did it at 4, but I mean, walking.
No need to brag.
What? That's not your response to the dead parent joke. No need to fucking brag.
That was the joke.
I know, it was great. I love it, man. That was beautiful.
And as you guys walk down further through the alley into the evening for the rest of the events, stopping by Rainn's apartment, meeting up with the Arcane Swarm, seeing the Mardathas family, you guys contemplate all that you've learned, the friends that has headed out, and this is where we can end tonight's session.
We're gonna make it to 50. Woo!
I think 50 is gonna be the last session.
I think so too. We just have to go meet the Arcane Swarm, right? That's all we have to do. Can we do that?
That's all. And then Delson wants to meet his family from there.
Yep.
And Rainn, you said you want to stop by your apartment. I think we could do that in a session.
Apartment. If we make that apartment set part last more than 45 minutes, we fucked up, man.
And hey, we have had our first member of the Lucky Cinq part ways, Callum.
Yeah.
Aeolian is on to his next adventure.
It's exciting, man.
Do I get a super sexy secret solo session again?
Oh, once the last session of the heist happens, you are going to have I already told you guys about this. You and Oliver are going to have a double session together. Because you got, as well with Aaron's character, and then all three of you will find a way to get into.
I hope they cause this little thing to last like 6 sessions and derail the main campaign.
No.
And he's like, "No, guys, just find them for fuck's sake! Just
find them." I'm not gonna try to, but it's gonna go a certain kind of way.
It's Aaron and Callum, Brian. Good fucking luck.
With Andrew. Andrew, you're gonna be my second brain cell. I need you for that.
Okay,
good thing I'm playing as a wizard.
Yeah. Who, for people who don't know, just found a newspaper for 9/11
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
campaign.
I forgot. He knows what 9/11 is.
I can't even read it. I don't know. I can't even.
He just sees towers on fire.
I cannot wait for you to hand it to Brackett, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that happened. That sucked, man. Bad times, bad times." Everyone's just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That was a D1000 item rolled randomly, so good job on that.
Oh my
But
God.
guys, session 49 of the heist is over. Session 50 is looking like it will be the campaign wrap-up session. I look forward. We'll get that scheduled out sometime in the next month or so, get that going, and we will move on to the future of Nat Disaster. Thank you guys for coming for tonight's session, and until the next disaster.
Maybe we can start again by my birthday. Night. Oh, that was the wrong thing.